Oriole football team is back in action tonight with live coverage on 102.7 WMOM and the Oriole Sports Network. Tonight's gridiron action is brought to you in part by House of Flavors Manufacturing, Safe Harbor Credit Union, Smith & Eddy Insurance. Also by Indian Summer Co-op, Crown & Cork, Ludington Paint and Glass. Live coverage of the Ludington Orioles is also brought to you in part by Lundquist Furniture, Benedict's Auto Center, and McGee Insurance. The Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM are teaming up to bring you exclusive coverage of tonight's game. And without delay, let's go inside the press box with the voice of the Orioles, Todd "Scoop" Hansen.
Welcome, Oriole fans, to Ludington Oriole football here on 102.7 WMOM, as well as the Oriole Sports Network. Scoop Hansen with you, the voice of the Orioles, joined by Evan Cruzy on the color commentary tonight. Also, he's Coach Charlie Guntel's official statistician, and he does hold the title of LHS Oriole Varsity Baseball Coach. Also with us tonight, Braden Kronline, our OSN WMOM technical engineer, and Julia Havman, our OSN camera woman. Well, Evan, week 3. The Orioles here at Fremont. It's our third time here in 4 years.
Yeah, this kind of feels like our second home. Maybe we should just make a little side residence here, put a cot. We could stay here because we might be back next year. Who knows?
And we got another absolutely gorgeous night. In fact, it's a bit of a steamer out here right now. We thought Petoskey was hot, which it was.
Yes, it was.
Then we thought Shelby was even warmer, which it was. And now tonight here at Fremont on September 9th, we got another steamer, and it should be a heck of a game between two 2-0 teams.
One, I'm not going to complain about the heat because in a couple of weeks we're going to be complaining about the cold and we're going to be wearing coats. And two, to the game, like you said, Scoop, this is what it's about, right? We're kind of getting into the season now, 2-0, first league game for both teams. I know we'll get into that a lot tonight. A lot on the line. Both teams want to get off to the right on the right start in this new Lakes division.
Exactly. As you said, Evan, both teams, their first West Michigan Conference Lakes division game. The field is beautiful. I walked across it earlier when I went over to get Ludington's starting lineup. The grass is a lot shorter than what it was at Shelby last week.
Well, that's good. Maybe we can run a little faster than this week then.
You know, since 1950, Fremont and Ludington have met 36 times on the gridiron. Ludington holds a 23-13 advantage. The Orioles have won the last 4 meetings. Last year they won 20-6. In 2020 they won 41-22. In 2019, 35-0. In 2015 the Orioles won 57-26. Fremont's last win coming in 2014 when they shut out the Orioles 28-0. Area games of interest going on tonight around the West Michigan Conference. Of course, you got the Orioles here at the Packers. You've got Muskegon Orchard View at Montague, Muskegon Oak Ridge at Manistee, Mason County Central's at North Muskegon, Ravenna is at Holton, Shelby at Hart. That's a big rivalry game there. You got Alpena against the state's number 2 ranked team in Division 4. That is taking place at Top Taggart Field at Ferris State University.
Which is the Whitehall Vikings.
Yep, the Alpena against Whitehall, the state's number 2 ranked team in Division 4. Thanks for keeping me honest there, Evan.
That's what I do around here.
That's right. And also Hesperia is at White Cloud. So those are games of interest going on around the area tonight. We want to thank our exclusive pregame sponsor, and that's House of Flavors Manufacturing. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing, proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Oriole sports. Producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937, and pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. That's House of Flavors Manufacturing. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. Earlier, I talked to Oriole head coach Charlie Guntel, and we're going to take a listen to that right now. Welcome, Oriole fans, to the House of Flavors Manufacturing pregame coaches interview. Coach Charlie Guntel, your team at Fremont tonight. Week 3 of the first 4 weeks being on the road. It's the 2-0 Orioles against the 2-0 Packers. First game for both teams in the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division. Should be quite a ball game tonight between your Orioles and the Packers.
Yeah, we expect quite a battle. I mean, they are huge, Scoop. I mean, that's an understatement. They are just a big football team, not in numbers, but in just stature. I mean, they're 6'4", 6'5" across the line. Big, strong kids. So it'd be a real battle for us. This would be, they'll be bigger than Petoskey. I don't know if they're as athletic as Petoskey was, and that's kind of where we're going to hang our hat, is try to use our athleticism and get out to the outside, get to the edges. I don't know how often we want to be between the tackles tonight offensively, but it's always part of what we do. But this will be a real challenge for us again. Like you said, this is a third road game in a row to start the season. And to this point, I've been pleased with the guys. I think it's a mature group. It's an older group. I think they handle traveling well. And we expect a great ball game tonight.
O's have a 4-game winning streak going against Fremont. Now, it seems like Fremont's turning the corner down there right now. Is this a new coach they have down there this year, or was he new last year?
No, this is a new coach this year,
okay.
Jared Hudson, who's very familiar with the Muskegon area. He's a Fremont grad. He's coached a lot of football. I played at Fremont. I think I coached against him when he was quarterback. That tells you how long I've been here now. But he's doing good things there. I got a chance to talk to Jared last night, and he's an upbeat, positive guy. And I think that's spilling over to his players. I think that's something new. I think the old regime maybe wasn't as positive as Jared is with these kids, and you can tell they're playing hard for him. And they're doing good things offensively and defensively. Defensively, they're going to bring a ton of pressure at us. They're going to try to get to us before we can get going. And so really for us, it's going to be just maintaining at the line of scrimmage, giving our kids an opportunity. But Jared's doing a great job. He's going to win here. He's going to win games here at Fremont eventually.
Fremont offensively, coach, they like to air things out, or they like to run between the tackles?
Well, they're so big and strong. I think they want to get you in a telephone booth and beat you up is what they'd prefer to do. I think Dick Kuiper, that's his name, is the tailback. Rushed for 1,000 yards last year. He's on pace to do that again this year. So he's certainly their bell cow offensively. And so they'll run through him and they'll play action off of him. But number two is our focus tonight. If we can slow him, if we can contain him, force them to pass, which I don't think they're comfortable doing. I think they much prefer to do it off of play action. Force them into obvious passing downs. I think that puts our defense in position to be successful.
Coach, you got to be just tickled with the play of your offense and defensive line the first couple of weeks, what they have been doing. You know that your playmakers are going to be doing on an offense. As you said a couple of times, it's tough, Scoop. There's only one football. You can only get it to one person. But the weapons you have on offense and the way that quarterback Chase Hackert has been directing your offense this year, very impressive.
Yeah, the offensive line's given us an opportunity, and Chase is putting it on the money. I think that's his greatest attribute as a quarterback. Number one, he doesn't panic. And number two, he's probably one of the more accurate kids we've had since Riley Calhoun. I mean, he's just very, very accurate. So, it gets it out to our guys and lets those guys do what they do. Be athletic, make kids miss, put it in the end zone. Defensively, I've been thrilled with our D tackles. Derek Dunsel and Kobe Nelson and Adam Keffer and Coach Garrett runs those guys through there. Well, I need to see better play out of our ends. And tonight they'll get challenged because they're going to be going up against big people. I think what's been the stabilizing factor for us defensively all year to this point has been the play of our linebackers and our secondary. I think they played very, very well. And again, they will need to support their run tonight and still be able to recover and play action. So it'll be a great test for them.
You also have to be thrilled with the way that Trey Forfinski has taken his offensive position this year. He was your quarterback last year. Chase Hackert was as well, too. I remember him starting as a sophomore against Lake City in the Week 9 matchup. But Forfinski came into the season. You had a battle between Forfinski, Hackert, and also Gage Jones, three really good athletes. They're all starting on offense, and the way that both Gage Jones and Forfinski have handled that situation with Chase Hackert being named as your quarterback.
Yeah, just incredibly mature kids. It's just, it is what it is. You compete, and that's the world. We probably need to compete a little bit more than what we do. But I told them in November, I said, you three guys are going to work out, and by June we're gonna name a guy, and they all worked their tails off. I mean, this stuff's happening at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. So this is before people are getting up, and they never missed. They showed up. They worked hard. And I told them also at that time that all three of you will end up playing on our offense because they're all dangerous. And they've been great. They've been phenomenal. They just support each other. The common thing they said when we were competing is we just want to win. We just want to win. And I think that's spilled over to this year is the mentality of our football team is very unselfish. Even though we've got all these guys that can do certain things, they're unselfish. They just want to win ball games.
Well, Ludington and Fremont, there's been some good games played between the two teams over the years. They're back at it tonight. One team will come away with their first Western Michigan Conference Lakes Division victory. And let's hope it's the Orioles, and look forward to you talking to you after the game, Coach.
All right, thanks, Scoop.
Welcome back to Fremont. Scoop Hansen, Evan Cruzy, Braden Kronline, Julia Havman with you. We want to thank Pierre Marquette Builders, located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. PM Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. If If you're looking to build, give Scott a call to set up an appointment, 231-398-7463. Of course, PM Builders, our exclusive starting lineup sponsor. Here are your starting lineups. First for the Fremont Packers on offense, starting at quarterback number 14, Kyler DeKuyper. His running back number 2, Justin Durheimer. The wide receivers, number 4, Hayden Threet, number 8, Carl Vleem, and number 11, Owen Hertel. The tight end is number 40, Michael Romero. The offensive lineman for the Packers tonight, number 58, Preston Hunt, number 69, Gabe Van Vliet, number 74, Kyle Nagel, number 75, Chance Crawford, and number 77, Andrew Steiger. That's the starting offense for the Fremont Packers. On defense for the Packers, the defensive lineman starting, number 74, Kyle Nagel, number 77, Andrew Steiger, and number 79, Briar Hambrock. The linebackers for the Packers, number 44, Taryn Medley, number 40, Michael Romero, number 30, Connor Pettis. The defensive secondary for the Packers, number 18, Asa Barnhard. Also number 11, Owen Hertel. Number 7, Daniel Romero. Number 4, Hayden Threet. And number 3, Gabe Curtis. That is the starters on offense and defense for the Fremont Packers. For the Ludington Orioles, starting on offense at the quarterback position, number 15, Chase Hackert. His tailback, number 5, Trey Forfinski. The slot back is 14, Aidan Gilchrist, and the fullback is number 9, Levi Lehman. The wide receivers, number 1, Gage Jones, and also number 11, Nathan Gilchrist. Offensive lineman for the Orioles, the right guard, number 52, Charlie Gamble. The right tackle, 54, Adam Keffer. The centers, number 55, Michael Nichols. The left guard, 53, Will Luce. And the left tackle, number 62, Corbin Wagonmaker. Starting on defense for the Orioles, a defensive lineman, number 60, Miguel Mendez. He will start at a defensive end along with number 30, Dom Wheaton. The defensive tackle, number 50, Colby Nelson. The nose tackle, 28, Derek Dunsel. The linebackers are number 9, Levi Lehman, and number 5, Trey Forfinski. The secondary, Gage Jones is the free safety. Cole Johnson is the cornerback. Nathan Gilchrist, cornerback, and Aidan Gilchrist at strong safety. Back in 2 minutes, folks.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of premium bulk ice cream for scoop shops and restaurants around the United States. For the 220 dedicated workers, employment at House of Flavors Manufacturing is worthwhile work as it brings fun and joy into people's daily lives and important celebrations. The business is always striving to make people smile while enjoying its delicious ice cream. House of Flavors Manufacturing is pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. Yummy House of Flavors ice cream, sold around the world, is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. You can learn more about House of Flavors Manufacturing at www.houseofflavors.com.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
Welcome back to Fremont High School. Scoop Hansen, Evan Cruzy, Braden Kronline, Julia Havman with you. Folks, I got all but one Oriole starter in there. And that starter on defense, I apologize, number 24, Daniel Ramirez. He's starting at strong safety. So if you look at that secondary, again, Evan, for the Orioles, Ramirez and Gilchrist are the strong safeties. That's Aidan Gilchrist. The cornerbacks are Nathan Gilchrist and Cole Johnson. In the free safety, Gage Jones. That's quite a athletic secondary for the Orioles.
It's going to be hard to find a better secondary than that than entire West Michigan, I'll tell you that right now. And they've shown it these first 2 weeks. Yeah. And all of them contributed, all made big plays. You know, we go back to week 1, Daniel with that stop on the goal line. Cole Johnson, a couple of huge pass deflections there to break up, which would have been game-winning touchdowns to Petoskey. You know, we know about Gage Jones, the leader, and the Gilchrist twins are just steady as it gets, so all of them just do a great job.
And that's it. We're heaping a lot of praise on our secondary, but also you look at our linebackers. We really like those two linebackers, Trey Forfinski and Levi Lehman. They're all over the field, very active. And, of course, Coach Guntel, very happy with the play of his defensive line and his offensive line in the first 2 weeks of the season. You look at Colby Nelson, Dom Wheaton, Derek Dunsel, and, of course, Adam Keffer and Miguel Mendez. And, you know, you can see where praise is warranted there from Coach Guntel.
And those guys have earned everything they've gotten this year, right? You know, we've talked about it quite a bit these first couple of weeks. You know, I think that was the question mark, but they've shown that, hey, they're as good as anyone else on the defense, too.
Okay, the coin toss was just held. Fremont won the coin toss. That's 3 straight weeks. The Orioles have lost the coin toss.
We can't win a coin toss all year.
And Fremont defers, so the Orioles will get the ball first. And this field is a beautiful field. I was down there, like I said, before the game. The grass is short. And the only problem we may have, folks, a little bit the way the sun is angling right now as we're looking at the scoreboard. Believe me, we have nothing wrong with the Fremont AD or the setting right here. It's just the way the sun is right now.
Once the sun goes down, we'll be golden.
We'll do our best. So Fremont will be in their red jerseys, red tops, white pants, white helmet with a red P. And Ludington, again, for the 3rd straight week in their white jerseys, white top, white pants, black helmet, orange O. Evan, you've asked me each week, what Scoop, how is it? Hey, we're winning.
Yeah,
we're winning, so they're growing on me.
These are going to be your favorite uniforms if we keep winning, by far.
And they got the orange O. All the orange they have on their helmet is on that helmet, or on their jersey is the helmet. So kicking off for Fremont will be number 45, Ben Mellema. Mellema will kick off. And back deep for the Orioles will be number 15. No, that's Nathan Gilchrist back there.
Is that 14, Aidan?
That's Aidan Gilchrist, yes. And it looks like Gage Jones is up.
Kind of a different formation.
Yes, it is. It is a different formation they're using here. They're ready for this because Fremont did this last year. Again, This is our 3rd time here at Fremont's field in the last 4 years.
There's something sneaky over the
Fremont,
kickoff, possibly.
Yeah, you're right. Fremont under a new coach, Jared Hudson. I talked to him before the game. Had a nice conversation with him. And here we go. The first West Michigan Conference game in Ludington High history. And it's a short kick, and it's fair caught right there. And a fair catch made by the Orioles, number 13, Luke Hackert. Hackert makes the fair catch. The Orioles will take over 1st and 10 from, I believe, their 30-yard line. And again, their offense, they're led by their quarterback, Chase Hackert. The tailback, number 5, Trey Forfinski. The slot back is number 14, Aidan Gilchrist. The wide receivers are, the fullback, number 9, Levi Lehman. Wide receivers are number 1, Gage Jones. Number 11, Nathan Gilchrist. And they'll open up with Levi Lehman in the slot right there. And Gage Jones, receiver to the near side. Hackert on a long count. In motion goes for Forfinski. They'll get the pass out to him, and they're trying to spring him out there. And a nice gain on the Orioles' opening play. A pitch and catch from quarterback Chase Hackert to his tailback, Trey Forfinski. And Romero on the tackle for Fremont. Ludington has the ball out to their own 36-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 4. Good play call there, Evan, on the Orioles' first offensive play.
Yeah, you really like that because 1, it gets Chase in some rhythm, and 2, it gets Trey in rhythm. So it gets both your main targets here. We kind of get your feet underneath you, get it moving here to start the game.
Well, he was in good rhythm last week against Shelby. He was 8 for 8, and the Orioles really didn't need to pass that much last week, but when he was passing, he was very accurate. You can't be any more accurate than that. Okay, here we go. A fake handoff. Hackert will keep. And Hackert, not much right there. Fremont doing a nice job converging on the Oriole quarterback. Might have got a yard.
We'll give him a yard on that.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and 3 for the Orioles. Boy, the Fremont, they got some big boys out there. Number 77, that's Andrew Steiger. And also 74, Kyle Nagel, and 75, Chance Crawford.
Yeah, running between the tackles is going to be a challenge tonight for the Orioles.
Yeah.
They're going to have to earn every yard they get if they want to go up the gut.
3rd down and 3 for the Orioles. Just underway here. Hackert's pass is incomplete. Intended out there for his wide receiver, Nathan Gilchrist. And that'll bring up a 4th and 3 for the Orioles. And that'll bring in the Oriole punter, number 10, Miles Wilson. Dropping back for Fremont will be number 4, Hayden Threet. And also number 3, Gabe Curtis. The Oriole long snapper making his football debut tonight. Big country. Matthew Westhouse, good snap. And the kick is out of there by Wilson. And it's fumbled. It's fumbled, and the Orioles look like they've recovered. Wilson's punt was fumbled there by number 3, Gabe Curtis, and looked like pouncing on it.
Number 20, Joe Benz.
Number 20, Joe Benz recovers the fumble for the Orioles. So good there. Good debut by Big Country, Matthew Westhouse, the Oriole long snapper.
Yes, well done, and probably a mistake by the Fremont returner there to try to make a play there. Probably should just fair caught, but great pursuit by Joe Benz, flying down the sideline and making a play on special teams.
Orioles get a break right there, so they have 1st and 10 at the Fremont 35-yard line. Hackert looking over the Fremont defense now. He has Forfinski in the backfield. Now they'll run the pitch. They'll run the option. Forfinski trying to get to the outside. And good job by Fremont's defense there. He'll get a couple on that. Actually, no. I think he's just... Yeah, he did. He got 2 yards on the play. So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 8. 2nd down and 8. That's one thing you haven't seen the Orioles do a lot of this year is run the option like that, Evan.
Well, they have so many options on offense. They really haven't had to yet. But it's definitely a wrinkle they can throw in later in the year as teams start to get film on them, right? We can show them a different look so to keep opposing defenses guessing the entire night.
2nd down and 8. Forfinski on the carry. He tried to bounce it to the outside right there, and he's going to be dropped, and that might be a loss of 1 on the play. Orioles trying to get around the right tackle right there, Adam Keffer. And if you're wondering, folks, why I'm not giving you the time right now, it is very hard to see right now. It's right in the sun. So it's going to be 3rd and 8. No gain on the play. Levi Lehman in the backfield. Hackert the quarterback, and Forfinski now in motion. You got Forfinski out there open. Hackert's going to run, though. Hackert's still running. He's got Forfinski trying to break out there, and now Hackert's going to be driven out. No, he's still... No, he gets down to about the 30 before he's driven out of bounds right there. It's going to be a 4th down and 4 for the Orioles, so positive yardage there for Hackert. They just couldn't free Forfinski on the far side there, Evan.
No, and a good job by Fremont, so you got to give them credit, right? They knew they kind of sniffed that one out, didn't let 5 Trey get loose there, and they really just gave Chase no option. Good decision to just hang on to it, take some yardage, and move on.
So we got a 4th and 4 for the Orioles. They are on the... Yeah, we'll get it here in a second, folks.
I got it like on the 30,
on
maybe.
The 30. Passes away, and it's caught. 1st down, Gage Jones. Ludington going forward on a 4th and 4 there, and Hackert's pass complete to Gage Jones for a 1st down.
I think we're on the 20s.
Okay, thanks, Evan.
I'm trying my best. It's tough to see.
Yeah. So the Orioles have a 1st and 10. They're on the Packer 24-yard line. Oh, put it down at the 20.
Oh, you doubted me in this. Come on.
Listen to our technical engineer. Lehman on the carry. Now he's going to be dropped for a loss right there. Boy, Fremont, they had that one read, and there's a loss on the play. Hackert gave the ball there to Lehman, and he was dropped immediately. No real chance there for Levi even to get started. Bring up a 2nd down and 15. Loss of 5 on the play. Nathan Gilchrist, receiver to the near side. Hackert drops back now. His pass is away. He's got a receiver breaking. Oh, it's just overthrown right there. And that was intended out there for, I believe, Levi Lehman. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 15. He had Lehman near the end zone there. It looked like if Levi even catches that pass, so he looked like he would have been out of bounds.
Maybe a little too much air on that ball from Chase. Probably got a little too excited. He saw his open receivers, overshot him. Got to just kind of settle the blood pressure down here a little bit.
3rd down and 15 for the Orioles.
It's important to understand, too, with the Orioles here, right? Just positive yardage here. You got a great kicker. You know, you have the opportunity for points, though. You don't need the home run play. If it's there, take it, obviously, but you don't have to be a hero here.
Ball is on the Oriole 25-yard line. Hackert's pass incomplete right there. Boy, it looked like the Fremont defender got there a little early, but no flags down, and it's going to bring up a 4th and 15 right now. Evan, your thoughts on that play right there?
Well, Fremont knew the screen was coming. I'll tell you that. The defensive line did not budge even a little bit, and they stayed disciplined, stayed on assignment. And once again, you just got to kind of tip your hat if they figured it out on you.
Might be a a break that he actually dropped that pass.
Yeah,
because
I would say so.
It would have been a loss on the play right there. Okay, so a 4th and 15 now for the Orioles, and Ludington will go for it. Well, let's see here.
And maybe a little push kick here.
Yeah, I was going to say Hackert is in the shotgun. And now, no, they're going to pass. Hackert's pass is away, and it's incomplete. Intended out there for Nathan Gilchrist, and Gilchrist had a shot right there. Hackert put a lot of zip on that ball, but Fremont's defense, they were able to deflect the ball right there, and now it'll be Fremont football, 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
It was a great throw by Chase. You really couldn't ask for much more. It was just a better play by Fremont.
Fremont's defender right there made a very nice play on that. Gilchrist able to get it there, get a hand on it right there, but the Fremont defender breaks it up, and now Fremont on offense, and they are led by their quarterback, number 14, Kyler DeKuyper. Fremont's first offensive play, DeKuyper will hand off, and on the carry, number 2, Justin Durheimer fumbles. There's a fumble, and the Orioles have it! Durheimer fumbles, and Trey Forfinski recovers the fumble.
What a play by Levi. Just come in there and strip that ball.
Forfinski on the fumble recovery right there. Levi Lehman coming up and making the play right there, Evan.
Huge momentum swing there for the Orioles. Great job getting the ball back here. Now we got to take advantage of this field position.
Yep. So the Orioles have it, 1st and 10.
I think on maybe the 28.
Ball, the 20. Ludington has it at the Fremont 27-yard line. 1st and 10. Fremont has turned the ball over twice so far, but no score in the game. Now keeping the ball is Hackert. Hackert's got some room. Hackert, and he's down, and he's going to have an Oriole first down. Good run there by Oriole quarterback Chase Hackert. His helmet comes off, so I believe he'll have to go out for one play.
Yeah, he's going to have to exit for a play. We might see some wildcat here.
He'll have to exit for a play. I'm sure as you said, Evan, I'm sure Trey Forfinski will be coming at the Packers here out of the wildcat formation. Nice gain on the play. The ball down to the Packer 13-yard line. 14-yard gain on the play there for quarterback Chase Hackert. Forfinski out of the wildcat formation. In motion is Gilchrist. Gilchrist will get the ball. He's trying to cut to the outside. Gilchrist still on his feet. Gilchrist, touchdown Orioles!
Gilchrist makes the touchdown.
Aidan Gilchrist on the carry right there, and it is a 13-yard touchdown run. Aidan Gilchrist from his slot back position right there, and he takes it in, and Ludington up 6-0 into attempt the point after number 10. And that is Miles Wilson. The holder is number 6, Johnny Weinert. The snapper is number 64, Big Country, Matthew Westhouse. 13-yard touchdown run there by Gilchrist. Here's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick has quite a bit of extra on it right there.
I think that might have been good from 50.
Wilson's kick is up and good. Ludington 7, Fremont nothing. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on the OSN and 102.7 WMOM.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Oriole Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value, being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
Welcome back to Fremont. Ludington up 7-0 on a 13-yard touchdown run by slot back Aidan Gilchrist on a counter right there. Extra point was up and good by Miles Wilson. Now here's the kick from Wilson, and it's fielded there by the Packers' number 2, Justin Durheimer. And Durheimer is going to be brought down, and I believe that was Johnny Weinert. Yes, it was.
Yes, Johnny
Weinert on the tackle. That touchdown by the Orioles was scored at the 7:38 mark, 7:38. Shout out to Johnny's grandpa, Ted Weinert, listening back home in Ludington tonight and watching the game on the OSN. Orioles 2-0 on the year. Fremont 2-0. The Orioles wins coming against Petoskey and against Shelby. Fremont's wins coming against Hart and Beaverton. Fremont with the football on their own 31-yard line. Long count. Quarterback will give now, and on the carry and breaking a couple tackles right there. Looked like number 4, Hayden Threet. No, I'm sorry. That was Justin Durheimer.
Yep. Expect him to get the ball about, I wouldn't be surprised he gets 30 carries tonight. So
Probably.
They're going to ride him.
1,000-yard rusher last year, Evan. And on the tackle for the Orioles there, wasn't that...
I had number 24, Danny Ramirez.
Yeah, Ramirez in on the stop for the Orioles. He had help from some of his buddies right there. Good gang tackling there by the Orioles.
Which is going
to need that.
Yep. Facing a running back like this, that's what you need to do. Everyone's got to swarm the ball. Everyone's going to want to be in on the tackle because if you try to go one-on-one with him, he's going to break a few tackles.
Evan, you look at Fremont's number 77. He looks like a college lineman.
Yeah, he is that is a meat and potatoes kind of kid if I've ever seen
and
one.
he's just a junior, Andrew Steiger.
Good Lord.
All right, second down for Fremont. Long count, and now penalty marker down.
Looks like maybe a procedure play.
Yeah, Fremont's got a huge offensive line.
My guess is they're going to follow 77 most of the night, if I had to take a guess.
He is their left tackle, and he is a big boy. That penalty on Fremont, 5 yards.
He signaled offsides, but
Yes.
he pointed to Fremont. I think he meant procedure.
Second down and 12 for the Packers.
Yep.
We have just under 7 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Ludington on top, 7-0. The Orioles scoring on their third offensive possession. A couple Fremont turnovers have aided the Orioles. Ludington scores on a 13-yard run by slot back Aidan Gilchrist. Miles Wilson kicks the point after. All right, here we go. Second down now for Fremont. In motion, number 11. That's Owen Hertel. And on the carry, it looks like Durheim again. Durheimer.
I think Don Wheaton was the first one I saw make contact there.
Dom Wheaton also in there for the Orioles. Looked to be Cole Johnson helping out from his cornerback position.
But you love to see your secondary flying down in there making tackles. That shows kind of their attitude going into this game.
All right, so it'll be a 3rd and 5 for the Packers. Ball is on their own 35-yard line. Rolling out their quarterback. He's under pressure. Gets the pass away. And pass was caught out there by number 11, Owen Hertel, I believe. On the tackle for the Orioles.
Gage Jones.
Yep, number 1, the Orioles heat-seeking missile, Gage Jones. That's going to bring up a 4th down for Fremont.
No good. Brings up 4th down for the Packers.
Ludington up 7-0. We're here in the first quarter. 5:55 remaining. And into punt for the Packers will be number 11, Owen Hertel. Back deep for the Orioles, number 1, Gage Jones. We talked to Gage's brother earlier today. His name again?
Brody Jones.
Brody Jones, yeah. What a punt. Whoa.
I think we might have found the punter of the year in the West Michigan.
That was a heck of a punt right there by Owen Hertel. Boy, it had height, it had distance. Fair catch made there by Gage Jones, but that was a boomer right there. And Ludington will take over 1st and 10 from, I believe, their own 28-yard line. Make it the 29. 1st and 10 for the Orioles from their own 29-yard line. Hertel just hit an absolute bomb right there. And Ludington takes over now. 5:50 to go in this opening quarter. Ludington on top, 7-0. Absolutely beautiful night for September 9th. Here's a pass. It's caught. Lehman. And he almost able to break that tackle right there by Daniel Romero. If he breaks that tackle by Romero right there, he could still be on his feet going right towards the end zone right now.
Yeah, we've seen that play a couple times for Levi these first few weeks. Really just kind of hides behind the linebackers there. Chase hits him in stride. Great tackle there by Fremont to save a touchdown.
And the pass was right where only Levi was going to catch it, or it was going to be incomplete right there. Low pass right there. Gets Lehman. So, again, the Orioles quarterback, Chase Hackert, looking good with his passing tonight. Here's a handoff, and on the carry is that's Joe Benz. Joe Benz, he gains 2, maybe 3 on there, and making the stop for Fremont number 77, Andrew Steiger. Going to give him 2 on that one, Evan.
Yep.
Bring up a 2nd down and 8. 2nd down and 8 for the Orioles. Hackert getting the play call right there from his offensive coordinator, and that's Brent Gillett. Brent wanted me to send a shout-out to his brother-in-law, Nick Lyons, who is listening tonight in Spring Lake. That's offensive coordinator Brent Gillett's brother-in-law. Shout-out to Nick Lyons. All right, in motion, Joe Benz. They'll fake the handoff. Hackert keeps it. He's going to be mauled right there. Boy, he got stood up right there, and
That's kind of a hit for Fremont there that kind of tells the Orioles, hey, if you're going to come right up the gut, think twice.
yeah, that was Kyle, I believe number 74, Kyle Nagel right there. Also, Steiger was in the same vicinity too right there. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 3rd and 10. Loss of 2 on the play. 3rd and 10 for the Orioles. Yeah, this defensive line for Fremont by far the biggest line.
I think the Orioles got to live on the edge here, try to use their speed, try to make Fremont move sideline to sideline.
Forfinski on the carry. He's got a gain of about 6, maybe 7. That's going to bring up a 4th, and let's see where they mark him. About a 4th and 3 right here. Good hard run there by Oriole tailback Trey Forfinski. They're going to mark him at the Fremont 49-yard line. So we have a 4th and 4. The Orioles do not hesitate. They're going to see if they're going to try to draw. Oh, they do. I was just going to say, they can see if they can draw Fremont off sides. And looked like Chase Hackert went on that Peyton Manning hard count right there. And he gets the Fremont defender to step off sides.
Excellent job of the Orioles there. Picking up a free 1st down. Now we're in good field position. Now you got to take advantage.
1st and 10 for the Orioles. They have the ball at the Fremont 44-yard line.
Would be a bad situation for the Orioles try to take a shot here.
Well,
one of the Gilchrist twins.
You got Gilchrist there, and he's streaking down the field. There's a pass. Is that Lehman? Oh, they say it's incomplete. Lehman almost made one heck of a catch right there. He went down to his knees. The ball was underthrown, not by a lot, but Levi Lehman did a great job there. A good effort trying to bring that ball in.
Yeah, kind of a missed opportunity there. Great effort by Levi, like you said. We wish we could hit him in stride there. Might have been 6. Talk about the shot. They took it.
You were spot on with that, Evan. All right, 2nd down and 10 for the Orioles. Again, they're on the Fremont 44-yard line. First quarter here, 3:27 left. Ludington up 7-0. Hackert will keep. Hackert, he's got a 1st down and then some. Chase Hackert keeping the ball, and he has an Oriole 1st down. He's down inside, near, I should say, the Fremont. Well, he's inside their 30.
I'm going to call it the 28, Scoop.
Yeah, down to the Fremont 28-yard line.
Boy, we're going to be happy people when the sun goes down. I'll
yes,
tell you
we
what.
are.
We're going to be able to see the second half of the field, maybe, actually.
You know, the very first broadcast ever by the OSN was here, and it got postponed after the first quarter due to lightning back 4 years ago.
Probably be thinking, what are we doing?
Yes. Lehman fumbles, and it's going to be recovered by Fremont. The Orioles turned the ball over to Fremont right there. Didn't look like it was a real clean handoff there between Hackert and Lehman.
No, looked tough from the start. Just kind of one of those plays that just goes wrong right from the get-go.
So now the Orioles have turned the ball over, their first turnover of the game. Fremont's turned it over twice. Ludington up 7-0. And we have a little over 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. Yes, that's something we have not seen a lot of from the Orioles in the first 3 games. We've seen some interceptions, Evan.
Yep.
But as far as fumbles,
ball security has been really strong. You know, knock on wood up till this last play right here.
So Fremont with it, 1st and 10, and they are on their own 36-yard line, I believe. Let's see here. Okay, handoff on the carry, and still running. And finally, Lehman gets there. That's Durheimer. Boy, he's spinning. And
yeah, he is going to be a handful. Now, you can just tell, puts his head down, those legs don't stop moving.
Lehman was there, and he had help from 3 or 4 teammates. Tough to bring Durheimer down. So we have a 2nd and 5. Ball on the Fremont 40-yard line. Again, the Orioles up 7-0. Slot back. Aidan Gilchrist scored on a 13-yard touchdown run. All right, Packer quarterback. He's rolling out, rolling, still rolling. Now he's going to. Now, that was Gage Jones, and he brings down the Packer quarterback, Kyler DeKuyper. And we're very fortunate there
I think
that
we got
him in the shoulder pad. It looked like he was going to get him up by the helmet, but he got him up by the shoulder pad right there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down for Fremont.
Yeah, definitely borderline there. Break for the Orioles there. Great job by Gage, flying across the field, making a tackle in the open field. We'll take it.
The Kuiper looked like he had some open real estate right there, and Gage Jones closed it down.
Well, that just shows
quickly.
the speed in the Oriole secondary, right? You think he'd have room, all of a sudden it could be number 1, number 4, 24, 14. Take your pick. They're coming flying for you.
Okay, so we have 3rd and 8 for Fremont. Ball is on their own 37-yard line. Oriole defense digging in. Now Fremont, I believe, yes, Fremont wants and gets a timeout. And we are going to send it back right now. You're watching and listening to the Oriole Sports Network at 102.7 WMOM.
At Pure Marquette Builders, we build the home of your dreams without the headaches normally associated with home building. Fast, simple, and completely customized to fit your needs. Pure Marquette Builders builds beautiful modular homes in the Ludington and surrounding West Michigan communities. Please call Scott at 231-398-7463 to discuss your future products. Pure Marquette Builders is proud to support Ludington Oriole Athletics. Go O's!
Welcome back to Fremont. Ludington up 7-0. 3rd and 8 for the Fremont Packers. Ball on their own 37-yard line. Quarterback to Kuiper, and he's going to give now. And Ludington's defense doing a great job there. They stacked it up, leading the way. You had Gage Jones in there. You also had Dom Wheaton in there and Colby Nelson. Good gang tackling there by the Orioles.
Very conservative play call by the Packers there. You got a 3rd and long there. Coach Guntel mentioned they don't love to throw the ball. I think that's a fair example of how uncomfortable they are throwing the ball in a predictable passing situation, as he worded it.
Well, they also have a weapon in their punter, and that's number 11, Owen Hertel, who his first punt, he absolutely hit a missile. Back deep for the Orioles, be number 1, Gage Jones. Hertel, here's the snap, and the kick is away. And not as good as the first one. It's a low kick. It's going to take a good Fremont bounce, however, and Ludington will take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. We want to thank Benedict's Auto Center, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 40s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise extra caution on the road. That's Benedict's Auto Center, 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. You can give Mike Benedict a call, 231-613-4111. Benedict's Auto Center. All right, here come the Orioles now. 1st and 10, ball on their own 25-yard line. They lead 7-0 on a 13-yard touchdown run by Aidan Gilchrist. Hackert with the snap. He'll keep it. A quarterback draw right here and not going anywhere. In fact, he might have got 2 yards on the play. Let's see where they mark him there. That looked like that was going to produce a lot more, Evan, and Fremont shut it down in a hurry.
Well, you know, the play call is tough because, once again, you're playing to Fremont strengths there. I would like to see a little more on the edge there. Try to make them chase you side to side. Get those big guys moving, get them sprinting. Because I think that's where we can kind of outrun them.
Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8 for the Orioles.
That's
the end of the first quarter. Your score, the Ludington Orioles 7, the Fremont Packers nothing. Back in 60 seconds here on 102.7 WMOM and the Oriole Sports Network.
Hey Oriole Nation, this is Mike Benedict from Benedict Auto Center. We're excited to be at our new location on US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. We're just west of Amber Road. We invite you to come out and say hello, check out the new facility, see what we have to offer. We have all your collision needs. We have licensed technicians so we can get your car back on the road safely. Also, we're excited that we're almost 80 years in the business from when my grandfather and my father did it before me back in the 1940s. We're excited that we still keep the tradition going, and who knows what's going to happen leading into the future. And here at Benedict Auto Center, we're also excited to be part of the Oriole Sports Network, or OSN, as better suited by Scoop. And we look forward to being a part of this going forward, and are excited to be part of Oriole Nation. Go O's!
Welcome back to Fremont. Ludington up 7-0. Scoop Hansen with you on the play-by-play call tonight, joined by my partner Evan Cruzy doing the color commentary. Also, Braden Kronline, our OSN WMOM technical engineer, and Julia Havman, our OSN camerawoman. The Orioles facing a 2nd down and 8, ball on their own 27-yard line as we start play here in the second quarter. Hackert surveying the Fremont defense. Now he's going to keep, and not much right there. Tough sledding right there for the Oriole quarterback, as he's brought down by Andrew Steiger, the Fremont behemoth, who wears number 77. Just a junior.
He is just an absolute handful. It's going to take 2 guys to block him all night. I would avoid running towards him anytime you can.
Yeah. They got 2 other big guys, too. They're just nowhere near as big as Steiger. All right, 3rd down for the Orioles. And what do we got? 3rd and 7, so that was a hard-earned yard there for Oriole. He is our Indian Summer player in the spotlight here. We'll hear his interview at halftime. Hackert back to pass. He lets it go. He's got a receiver breaking out there. It's just overthrown. It looked like it was intended out there for number 11, Nathan Gilchrist. And, again, it looked like it was thrown a little bit too far and a little bit angled out towards the Orioles bench right there.
Yeah, we've seen that from a couple times tonight from Chase already. Kind of overthrown, stepped into it a little too much. Look for him to make an adjustment here as the game keeps moving forward.
That's about the farthest we've seen him throw a football.
It was a good ball. It was a very good ball, just overshot him.
He really aired it out there. Incomplete. So 4th and 7 for the Orioles. Again, Matthew Big Country Westhouse is the long snapper. Good snap. And the kick is away by Wilson. And it's going to give Fremont some pretty good field position right here. It's going to be right at midfield. So Fremont will start off 1st and 10 at midfield. And, got some celebrities here tonight from CatchmarkSports.net, Cal Van Single and John Russell. John Russell in his 36th year as the play-by-play man. Scott DeCamp is the sports editor there for CatchmarkSports.net. Cal Van Single, the color commentary man. They're here during the game tonight. CatchmarkSports.net. I met Cal Van Single on the Badger a couple weeks ago and had a great chat with him.
You meet everyone on the Badger. You know that? You meet so many people. You're so famous.
Some people say I'm a little sociable.
Maybe a little.
Just a little bit.
Some days more than others.
All right, 1st and 10 here for Fremont. Ball at midfield. We're just underway here in the second quarter. Ludington up 7-0. Here's a handoff. Durheimer trying to get to the outside, and he's going to have a pickup. There's a late flag coming in right there. And Durheimer picked up about 3 on the play. Holding is the initial call, it looks like, Evan. Again, we'd like to thank our awesome sponsors. Tonight's game brought to you by House of Flavors Manufacturing, Smith & Eddy Insurance, PM Builders, Safe Harbor Credit Union, Indian Summer, Benedict's Auto, Lundquist Furniture, Crown and Cork Restaurant, Ludington Paint and Glass, McGee's Insurance, and Urca Auto Center. Thank you for your sponsorship of the Orioles, and as always, go O's. Okay, penalty there on Fremont. So the ball is taken back all the way to the Packer 37-yard line.
I got the 38. We got
38. We'll
1st and 22. 1st and long.
You're the statistician. We go with what you say.
I appreciate that.
All right, so Fremont has the ball on their own 38-yard line. 1st down and 22 for the Packers after that holding call there. On the carry, Durheimer, he cuts it back, and good job there. Levi Lehman. Lehman does a nice job. Durheimer got a few there, but Lehman does a nice job. Was that for Finsky? I'm looking.
I had Levi there.
With the way the sun is right now, it's like 5 and 9.
We're doing our best. We'll do the best we can.
Thought that was Levi Lehman, but then you look, you got the 9 and you got the 5. And that's, what is it, the Jack Harlow brothers?
Don't ask me. I don't know. I'm not cool anymore.
That's what they like calling themselves on defense from their linebacker positions.
That'd be a Braden question. Braden's their age. You'd know it.
2nd down and 20. Ball on the Packer 40-yard line. So you gave him 3 yards on the play right there.
Durheimer. Harder than a couple there.
3 yards for Durheimer, the running back. Again, their quarterback, number 14, Kyler DeKuyper. They got the ball out, and on the carry there, number 11, Owen Hertel. Forfinski on the stop for the Orioles. That's going to bring up a 3rd and long for Fremont. Ball is on their own 46-yard line. 9:45 to go in the opening half. Ludington on top, 7-0. You're right, Evan. We can't wait for that sun to go down.
Well, you're such a professional. You got this. That's how much I believe in you. This is nothing to you.
Talk about a challenge looking into that scoreboard right now. All right, here we go. Fremont, 3rd and about 14 right now. 3rd and 15. They're going to go up top. He's got a receiver. Incomplete. And in coverage there was Cole Johnson. And the receiver out there for Fremont looked to be number 9, or was that number 8? Number 8, Carl Vleem.
Good job by Cole. They're running stride for stride. There was no separation there. If that was going to be a completion, that was going to be the most perfect pass of the night.
4th down for Fremont. And their punter again, number 11, Owen Hertel. Back deep for the Orioles, number 1, Gage Jones. And Coach Guntel's telling Gage to get back farther. Get back
make
farther.
An adjustment.
He's waving to him. Exactly. He does. All right, here's the snap. It's a high snap. He comes down with it, and punt is away. It's not like the first punt, but it's going to get a nice Fremont roll right here. And it's going to be downed by the Packers, number 3, Gabe Curtis. Ludington takes over 1st and 10. And, yes.
The 23.
So Ludington will take over 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line. We want to thank Crown and Cork, open Tuesday through Thursday, 4:30 to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturdays, 4:30 to 10 p.m. Everything is made with fresh and when possible with locally sourced ingredients. Located at 502 West Loomis, across from the Ludington Marina. Check out our Facebook page for all our specials. That's Crown and Cork. All right, here's Ludington, 1st and 10. Ball on their own 23-yard line. Hackert rolling right, still rolling, looking downfield. Hackert is going to now get rid of it out of bounds. Did the wise thing right there.
Yep, good choice.
Good job by the Fremont secondary and their linebackers right there. They had that play well covered. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Orioles. Ball on their own 23-yard line. 9:11 to go here in this opening half. From Fremont High School, week 3 of the MHSAA season. Ludington 2-0, Fremont 2-0. Next week, Ludington will be at Muskegon Oak Ridge to take on the Eagles in another West Michigan Conference Lakes Division matchup. Right now, though, they're got their hands full with the Fremont Packers. All right, Hackert now. There's a snap, and Hackert will keep. Hackert's got some running room. He's out to 3, breaks it, and just brought down right there, but that's a 1st down for the Orioles. And a nice tackle there by the Packers, number 40, Michael Romero. If Romero doesn't make that stop, I know I said it a couple times tonight.
We're kind of like a broken record here tonight.
But a nice tackle there by Michael Romero, but a nice gain there by the Oriole quarterback, Chase Hackert.
Like we've mentioned a few times tonight already, Scoop, we like that. It's on the edge, right? Make him chase you on the sideline. Chase Hackert's going to win that foot race most of the time.
You see Fremont's strength right now, that big defensive line of theirs. They got some hosses on that line. All right, here's a handoff on the carry for Forfinski. Forfinski cuts it back in, and he's got a gain of about 8, maybe 9 on the play. Romero again on the tackle. He is the Packer linebacker, a very active linebacker. Nice gain there by Trey Forfinski. You love it when he plants that foot there and just accelerates and takes off, Evan.
Well, and he puts his shoulder into kids. I mean, it's about as good as you can do it, right? He makes kids earn every tackle. Probably the most physical back we have on the team.
So that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 1 for the Orioles. Pick up a 9 on that play by Forfinski. They have the ball at their own 47-yard line. You see the Orioles have a nice time-consuming drive here, ending with 7, I should say. Forfinski's got the first and then some, breaks the tackle, still on his feet, and it takes about 5 Packers to bring him down right there, but he's got the ball down into Packer territory, down to about the 40, they mark him at the 43 or the 42-yard line. Yeah, 42.
Call to 42.
Nice pickup there by Trey Forfinski. Good, hard running, inside running, too.
It feels like we finally got a rhythm for the first time tonight, right? It's been kind of a choppy first half with the turnovers on both sides. Good to see the Orioles build a little rhythm.
1st and 10 for the Orioles. Hackert, he'll give to, he'll keep. Hackert on the keeper there, not much. Again, Fremont there, number 69, Gabe Van Vliet.
Give him a harder in yard there.
Yeah. And also, number 75, Chance Crawford, ganging up there on the Oriole tailback. Forfinski right there, right?
That was Chase.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was the Oriole quarterback on a keeper right there. Okay.
Late decision to keep.
Yes, pick up a 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9. Here's a snap. Hacker looking to pass as well. Oh, almost picked off right there. Boy, number 69 for Fremont, Gabe Van Vliet. He'll never have a chance for an easier interception there. And if he picks that one off, he had nothing but green pasture ahead of him.
He had daylight. I don't know if the big man would have the wheels to make it there, but Chase Hacker should be thanking his lucky stars right now. Dangerous pass. Was a mistake. Got lucky. Got taken advantage.
And on that one, Evan, we're thankful that the sun was still out.
Correct, because he was staring right at it.
Yes, looking right into that sun there. So 3rd and 9 for the Orioles. We have 7:17 remaining in the second quarter. Hackert bobbles it, gets it back, fakes the pass. Now he's being pursued. Now he fumbles it. Oh, big loss on the play right there. And now penalty marker down. There's a late penalty. Well, they're picking up the flag. No, it said no flag.
Might have been an accidental.
Yeah. Huge loss on that play right there. And, boy, the Fremont defensive line really putting the pressure on Oriole quarterback Chase Hackert.
Led by number 77 there, that Andrew, is it Steiger there, the big man? He was leading the charge there.
That loss all the way back, folks, to the Oriole 40. You got to mark that the 43?
Yeah, 43.
43-yard line.
Loss of a lot.
Wilson in the punt. Good snap there from Big Country. Kick is away. Much better punt right there. And now fair catch, and Fremont will have the ball 1st and 10, and it'll be marked at their own, let's see here.
About 28, 29.
28, we figured a 28-yard line. Nice punt there by Wilson. We have a penalty marker down. Just caught that one there.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah,
Came
Wilson
late.
with a nice punt. Fair catch, we have holding on the Orioles. $6:35 to go.
I think they're going to make us
second.
re-kick it.
Yeah, I think so. 6:35 to go in the opening half. Ludington up 7-0. Matthew Westhouse may be the tallest long snapper.
Let's just say
that
you're
you've
not
ever seen.
You're not going to lose him on the field there. He stands out. We always know where Big Country's standing at all times on the football field now.
Big Country, all 6'9" of himself. All right, so Fremont will have Ludington repunt here on that holding call. Wilson back, another good snap. The punt is away. Another nice punt by Wilson. Fremont's going to gain some yards on that, though, like 12 yards on that penalty. They would have had it 1st and 10 at their own 28. They have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. So actually they're going to gain did I say 14? I said 12 originally. So I try to stay away from math and numbers at all costs.
You're telling me, man. That's why I teach social studies, not math. Don't like it.
1st and 10 for Fremont. And, it was pretty nice. I ran into Big Jake Plamondon's grandpa, Jimmy Sobraski, yesterday at Ludington Spectrum Hospital Physical Therapy Department. And he was telling me that Big Jake's up to over 280 pounds now. In fact, they got him listed at 287. And he's seeing some action for the Ferris State Bulldogs at defensive tackle. So that's great to hear about Big Jake Plamondon.
And if you've not seen his haircut yet, go do yourself a favor and go look up Big Jake's photo on Ferris.
I love the hairstyle. He's got a couple different colors blended in there. Here's a run. Durheimer. Oh, the Orioles had him, and they missed him. And he's out near a 1st down right there. They had him for a loss right there. And he's an elusive ball carrier, Justin Durheimer. And he's got the ball out. Pickup of 9 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 1.
2nd and 1. 49.
Shout out to some of our Oriole faithful, Paulette Salazar, also Jen Rowe and Russell Landis, all tuned into tonight's game. We'd like to congratulate Jordan Anderson, who was last week's Catchmark Sportsnet Muskegon Area Player of the Week. She won that vote. So congratulations to Jordan Anderson, Ludington varsity girls volleyball player. Okay, Fremont now with a 2nd down and 1. Ball on the Oriole 49-yard line. Durheimer on the carry. He's got a 1st down, and he's got the ball down to the Oriole 47. 1st and 10 for the Fremont Packers.
Pick up the 1st down.
Also a shout out to Joe Koob, big Oriole backer. He's generally tuned in when the Orioles are on the Oriole Sports Network or WMOM for their football or basketball games. Fremont now with a 1st and 10. Ball on the Oriole 47-yard line. We have 5:20 left in the 2nd quarter. Fremont runs a little inside trap right there. Oriole defense does a nice job of adjusting to it.
Yep, they didn't fall for that. They stayed on their assignment. That's how you stop plays like that. Don't be fooled. Just follow the ball. Great job.
Cole Johnson on the stop there, along with number 28, Derek Dunsel. Dunsel from his nose tackle position. In the Oriole defense, the starters, the defensive linemen are the nose tackle, Derek Dunsel. The defensive ends are Dom Wheaton and Miguel Mendez. The defensive tackle, Colby Nelson.
Oriole D here, Scoop. Another opportunity here. They've held fast the first half, haven't given up any points. They've been tested. It'd be nice to see them do it one more time as the half keeps winding down.
2nd down and 5 for Fremont. And Durheimer and Oriole defense, good job stacking them up right there. Again, Dunsel in on the stop there with number 54, Adam Keffer. Keffer and Dunsel. Linebackers for the Orioles, number 5, Trey Forfinski, number 9, Levi Lehman, the secondary. Gage Jones is the free safety. The cornerbacks, Cole Johnson and Nathan Gilchrist. The strong safeties, Aidan Gilchrist and Daniel Ramirez. 3rd and 4 for Fremont. Ball on the Oriole 41-yard line. Ludington up 7-0. We're at Fremont, week 3 of the MHSAA season. First West Michigan Conference game for both of these teams in the Lakes Division. Now the quarterback will keep to Kuiper. To Kuiper, he's got a 1st down. That was Kyler de Kuiper. He's a junior. Gets the 1st down. Looks like Miguel Mendez.
I had Trey Forfinski.
Trey Forfinski. Trey Forfinski on the tackle there for the Orioles. So 1st and 10, ball on the Oriole 34-yard line. 3:43 to go in this opening half.
I think our clock operator forgot to wind that a little bit. Ref's getting a little antsy down there. Hey, we can see the second half of the field now, Scoop.
Yes, we can. That sun's finally starting to go down a little bit there. Okay, here comes Fremont now. 1st and 10, the handoff Durheimer. And Durheimer breaking tackles. And it was Cole Johnson along with number 24, Daniel Ramirez on the stop for the Orioles. Gain of 6 on the play. So, as we know, Fremont does not like to pass. They like to run the ball down the opposition's throat.
This is Fremont's kind of dry right now. They're kind of controlling the tempo, running their kind of plays, kind of putting it to us up front. The Orioles got to find a way to kind of dig deep here, stop them up front, make them do things they don't want to do, because right now Fremont's in complete control of this drive.
2nd down and 5 for the Packers. Ball on the Oriole 29-yard line. Here's a hand to Kuiper. We'll give the ball to Durheimer. Durheimer fighting, still on his feet, breaking tackles, and he's got a 1st down. Wow. Just spinning and spinning, and he has a 1st down. 1st down, Fremont. First half turnovers. Fremont's turned the ball over twice. The Orioles have turned it over once. Ludington scored on a 13-yard run by slotback Aidan Gilchrist. At the 7:38 mark, the point after up and good by Oriole kicker Miles Wilson. All right, 1st and 10 for Fremont. Ball on the Oriole 20-yard line. The clock down under 2:20. They'll pass now, and Ludington's got him. They got him. Oh, big play by the Oriole defense. And let's see, that was number 60 there, Miguel Mendez, along with number 30, Dom Wheaton, and also number 28, Derek Dunsel. All 3 of them right there. Huge play for the Oriole defense.
Huge momentum swing. Once again, interesting play call by Fremont there. You got us on our heels with the running back. All of a sudden, you decide to do a little rollout pass. Offensive line takes advantage. Huge sack for the Orioles.
Mendez, Dunsel, and Wheaton all in on that. The clock shows 1:38 to go until the half. Ludington leads 7-0. Second down and 19 for Fremont. Ball on the Oriole 29-yard line. Kyler to Kuiper back. Heavy rush. They got it set up a screen right here. And Fremont back. Oh, good job. The Orioles actually did a nice job right there.
Yeah, Levi Lehman from the linebacker position saw it last second, came flying in, made sure it didn't get out of hand there.
Lehman and Forfinski both right there. Boy, you look like Fremont had that play set up beautifully right there. And again, the Oriole linebackers closing quickly right there. The clock shows 56 seconds remaining in this second quarter.
Not a lot of urgency by Fremont here. They don't want to give the Orioles another possession here. They'll try to take this down as much as they can.
Fremont will receive the opening kick or the kickoff to begin play in the second half, as they won the coin toss and deferred, so Ludington had the ball first. Right now, though, Fremont a 3rd and 14. The Kuiper, the quarterback, in motion for Fremont, number 4, Hayden Threet. The Kuiper rolling. They're trying to get a good job by Cole Johnson back there. And now the Orioles got him, and he is brought down. That'll be a sack right there, and it was Trey Forfinski bringing down the Fremont quarterback, Kyler de Kuiper. That's going to bring up 4th and long right there. Good. Got to give a lot of credit to the Oriole secondary right there.
Yeah, it's hard to cover for more than 5-6 seconds there, and they did just that. Let Trey make the play.
And specifically there to Oriole cornerback Cole Johnson. All right, 4th down. Fremont will go for it. Heavy rush coming in here. The pass is away. It's incomplete, and it'll be Ludington football there. I'm sorry. That was the last play of the first half. So we have a 7-0 ball game at the half here in Fremont. Ludington on top. And we're going to step aside right now. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You are watching the Oriole Sports Network and listening to 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned, those fans.
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S. and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your local store.
Hey everyone, this is Trent Lundquist from Lundquist Furniture. We've been serving West Michigan since 1940. We're here to serve you guys as a full-blown furniture store. So we have mattresses, we have recliners, we have dining room tables, anything that you would need to furnish your house, we have it. And we provide one of the best services around on the west side of Michigan. We will go anywhere in the whole state of Michigan. We will deliver it, we'll service it, we'll take care of you. I just want to appreciate you guys for being customers of ours, and we're here to serve you, and that's what we do. We're here for the Orioles. We're here for the Cardinals. We're here for the Spartans. We're proud to be a sponsor of this Oriole Sports Network.
When you think paint, think Ludington Paint and Glass, the local source for all of your projects. With over 5,000 colors of top quality Benjamin Moore and Pittsburgh paint, you are bound to find the perfect colors for your next painting project. We are your color match experts. LP&G can help you design your Pinterest-worthy all-glass shower enclosure, bringing a spa-like feel to your home. We cover all your glass needs with on-site service of broken windows and screens and custom-cut tabletops, mirrors, and plexiglass. Ludington Paint and Glass, mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street in downtown Ludington. Call Ludington Paint and Glass at 231-843-8250. Follow us on Facebook at Ludington Paint and Glass. LP&G is proud to support Ludington sports. Welcome back to Fremont. Ludington on top of the Packers, 7-0 at the half. The Orioles scored on a 13-yard touchdown run by slot back Aidan Gilchrist at the 7:38 mark, and Miles Wilson's point after was good. Both teams able to move the ball to degrees. There's been 3 turnovers, 2 by Fremont, 1 by Ludington, Evan.
Yeah, a real sloppy game, really, kind of back and forth, but it kind of equaled itself out. Stats-wise, Scoop, if you're a fan of defensive football, it's your kind of game. Ludington only 98 yards total, Fremont 49 yards. Passing 32 through the air for the Orioles, 66 coming on the ground. Turnovers going to be kind of a story tonight. Obviously, a couple by both teams there, or a couple by Fremont, one for the Orioles there. So got to clean that up a little bit. Time of possession has been pretty even, around 12 minutes apiece. Individually, Chase Hacker kind of struggling for the first time this year. It's going to be a good test for him, right?
Yes.
That's not going to be easy every week.
It helps you. You
yes,
face
it does.
adversity.
This is how you get better.
It's a learning process.
So he's only 3 for 11 right now at 32 yards. Look for Chase to come out, try to make some adjustments. Big second half. Chase is leading the team on the ground as well, with 36 yards on the ground. Defensively for the Orioles, Gage Jones leading the way with 4 tackles. Trey and Levi doing their thing at 3 apiece as well.
We'd like to thank Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor, where your success is our success. We belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington, or give them a call, 843-2323. That's Safe Harbor Credit Union. And also a shout out to Indian Summer. They are, let's see here, there we go. Indian Summer. They are our exclusive Player in the Spotlight sponsor. Indian Summer, proud to be a sponsor of the Oriole Sports Network and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for this season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. I believe you have a scoring update.
Yes, thank you. Thank you again to the boys varsity tennis coach Rob Kilbs for giving us scores tonight. The number 2 ranked team in Division 4, the Whitehall Vikings, are taking care of business so far against Alpena, 26-0, playing at Ferris State University.
And they're playing at Top Taggart Field over there at Ferris State University, exactly. Folks, right now we're going to step aside. Ludington up 7-0. We're going to listen to the interview I did recently with Oriole quarterback Chase Hackert. Welcome, folks, to the Indian Summer Ludington Oriole Player in the Spotlight here on the Safe Harbor Credit Union halftime show, and that player is Oriole quarterback Chase Hackert. Chase is a senior. He wears jersey number 15, and he is the Orioles quarterback. Now, Chase, what is it that you like best about the great sport of football?
Football is the biggest team sport there is. I mean, you get to go out there with your friends, and you get to compete every night, and it's just a lot of fun getting out there. You only get 9 in a season, so you got to make the best out of it.
How do you feel the team will do this year with a move to the West Michigan Conference? You started out the year 2-0. You have Fremont tonight, your first divisional conference game in the Lakes West Michigan Conference, Lakes Division, I should say, against Fremont Packers, and 2 very impressive victories, one against Petoskey and one against Shelby last week.
I feel like it's a really good move for us. We get a lot of better competition. We get into a new conference with good teams like Montague, Oak Ridge, Whitehall. They're all good competitive opponents that we need to play. So it'll be good, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Your plans for winter sports and spring sports at LHS, this being your senior year?
I'll be playing basketball in the winter and track in the spring.
Your favorite teacher in class at LHS?
My favorite teacher is Mrs. Stone, and my favorite class is probably zero hour or any math class she teaches.
Favorite food that Mom makes for you and your family?
I'd have to say steak on the grill or fish. One of those two is my favorites.
Your role model or role models?
Some of my role models are my grandparents and my parents. They've worked a lot. They've worked really hard and shown me what hard work is, and that's led me to be who I am today.
Question for you real quick here, Chase. You and I have talked about this in the past. I said, hey, you remind me of the actor Aidan Quinn. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't know. You've said that to me a couple times. I remember. Yeah, I've looked him up.
We've talked about that. Evan Cruzy and I've talked about that a little bit. He goes, I don't know, Scoop, that's going back too far for me. That's the 1980s. And then I had to clarify last week about that. I said, yeah, I brought up last week Chase Hackert reminds me of Aidan Quinn. And I'd said the movie A River Runs Through It, which he's actually not in that movie. He's in Legends of the Fall and Reckless. So, we've gotten a kick out of that. I just wanted to see your impressions on that. Well, Chase, anybody watching or listening to tonight's game that you'd like to say hello to?
Just all my friends and family out there watching, and I'm just glad everyone's tuning in. So,
well, keep up the great play, Chase. I know last week at Shelby you didn't have an incomplete pass, 8 for 8 passing. You've had 2 great games. Keep it up and keep having fun on the gridiron. And we want to send you a Bravo Zulu salute on being the Indian Summer Ludington Oriole Player in the Spotlight for tonight's game. Go get 'em, O's.
All right, yeah, thanks, Scoop.
Welcome back to Fremont High School. Scoop Hansen, Evan Cruzy, Braden Kronline, Julia Havman, the Oriole Sports Network in conjunction and collaboration with 102.7 WMOM. Ludington up 7-0 at the intermission. Ludington scored on a 13-yard run by slot back Aidan Gilchrist, and the point after up and good by the Orioles kicker Miles Wilson. And, one adjustment that's been made tonight, Big Country, Matthew Westhouse, is now the long snapper. He's done a nice job in the first half.
Yes, he has, and that's something going into division play here with really good teams coming up. You got to clean those little things up a little bit, right? You can't afford to have special teams mistakes against teams like Fremont, Whitehall, Montague, Oak Ridge, because if you do those little things and give them those extra yardage, those free mistakes, they're going to take advantage. They're going to make you pay.
Evan, let's talk a bit about last night's JV game. The Orioles defeating Fremont at Oriole Field 44-6.
Yeah, it was another good win for the Orioles there. 2 in a row now, coming off the first Petoskey loss there. They're kind of built similar to the varsity team in the sense that they got a lot of athletes, a lot of different options, whether it's Cam, Peterson, Tenney. We can keep going down the list. Really physical game, too, really happened. Players like Connor Such, Leland Carmona, they played excellent football, making hard hits all night. So the Oriole future looks good as well, and I'm sure Coach Guntel is excited for that.
And we got some Bravo Zulu salutes, OSN Bravo Zulu salutes we'd like to send out to some other fall athletes at Ludington.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll start with cross country. Their big win for the girls cross country team yesterday, led by one of the Brower girls, Summer Brower. I get them confused. I got the other one in class, so I get messed up quite a bit. Boys took second behind Reed City, led by Jose Flores and Trey Keeson there. Swim team. This Madison Barup girl, she's becoming a regular on the show here.
Yeah, she's a freshman, and she's qualified, I believe, Evan, now in 2 events.
2 events this time for the 200-yard individual medley there. So awesome job by Madison. Hopefully she keeps up. And the Orioles girls swim team doing great in general. I know tomorrow the boys tennis team has a big quad coming up at home. I'm going to look this up.
The tennis team's been doing great. I've been getting regular reports from Coach Rob Killips, also reports from Chris Anderson on the boys soccer team.
Tomorrow, coming to the tennis courts, one of the top players, the top freshman in the state of Michigan, one of the top players in the Midwest. I'm looking at D1 schools at West Catholic, so a lot of good tennis coming. Good challenge for the O's coming tomorrow at home.
That'll be interesting. Hey, we'd like to thank Ludington Paint and Glass. They have been mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street, downtown Ludington. When you think paint, think Ludington Paint, the local source for all of your painting projects. Give owner Matt Ewing a call, 231-843-8250. You can also look up Ludington Paint and Glass at www.ludingtonpaint.com. And also a shout out to Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street. That's 203 North Main Street, downtown Scottville. Family owned and operated since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist, 231-757-3368. And again, to our halftime sponsor, that's Safe Harbor Credit Union, also Indian Summer, our Player in the Spotlight exclusive sponsor. Right now, what we're going to do is send it back for a commercial from one of our great sponsors. When we return, we've got a few more shout-outs we're going to be sending to the loyal and devoted and dedicated Oriole faithful.
Welcome to Crown & Cork, Ludington's only waterfront kitchen and bar. We invite you to come in and experience our casual, fine dining with little or no wait. You don't need to wait for a special occasion. We are open Monday through Saturday, featuring craft cocktails, an extensive wine selection, and a seasonal changing menu that highlights what the Great Lakes have to offer. Guests rave about our signature Crown & Cork burger, maple bourbon salmon, and Great Lakes fish and chips. We will be excited to hear what your favorite is. Bring your entire family. We encourage your children to explore our play area while waiting for food from our kid-approved menu. Summer and fall, we are open Monday through Thursday from 4:30 to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday from 4:30 to 10 p.m. We encourage you to confirm times via our website, Facebook, or Yelp. Be sure to add Crown & Cork on your list of great locations to visit in Ludington. We hope to serve you soon.
Welcome back to Fremont. Ludington on top of the Fremont Packers, 7-0 at the half. A 13-yard run by the Oriole slot back, Aidan Gilchrist. Miles Wilson point after was good. That's where we stand right now, 7-0. The Orioles on top. The sun has finally went down here. We've got no more glare on the scoreboard.
Yeah, we'll stop complaining about it now.
We'll stop complaining now. Hey, some shout-outs to the Oriole faithful. Andrew Talsma. I hope I pronounced your last name right. Talsma, I think it's Talsma.
Talsma.
Angela Malt. Mike Lansky, big Oriole fan, except when they're playing Manistee. Also a big fan of the SS Badger. Jonathan Snow, Trish Forfinski. Hey, we
saw Trish on the way down. I don't think she saw us. She was too busy just flying, but
Trish was on a mission. She was flying past us on 31.
She had places to be.
Yeah, she did. She had to be here at Fremont, just like us. Beata Needham, Jennifer Lee, Peggy Johansson, and Yo Lynn. More shout-outs going out. And to Susan Mann and Ty Austin, former Ludington Oriole running back. Ty Austin, his brother Tom, graduated with me. Ty was a few years older than me. Also to the Sledgehammer, Tyler Morin, former Oriole football player, and he's tuned in tonight. And to Leonard Holmes, Shane Benz, wonder if he's related to Joe. Tommy Winchesky, there's another former Oriole player.
Ty's birthday is coming up too, by the way, Ty Winchesky. So
you're right on that, Evan. And let's send a shout out to Hunter, and I hope I pronounce it right, and Hunter Neem.
Yes, I got it. You got it.
Yeah, I nailed it, Hunter Neem.
Once again, that's a true professional right there, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Next week, we're at Muskegon Oak Ridge, the Orioles and the Eagles, and they have not met for a long time. I know they met when Ludington was a member of the Seaway Conference, and back in the 70s, I believe, was the last time they met. I could be wrong on that. I'll have to do a little more research on that, but we want to send a shout out to McGee Insurance Group. Your number one Oriole fans, Auto Owners Insurance Group, a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Visit the McGee Insurance Group in Ludington today or at www.mcgeeins.com. McGee Insurance Group, proud to support Ludington area school sports. Also to our Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor, where your success is our success. We belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington or give them a call, 843-2323. Safe Harbor. You know, I meant to ask Chase when I interviewed him his future plans, but we'll get that when I interview him for this basketball player in the spotlight. Yeah, so nice interview there. Chase Hackert, fine young man. You know, first three we've had Levi Lehman, then Trey Forfinski, and now Chase Hackert. Next week, we're going to set up Adam Keffer to be the Indian Summer player in the spotlight. This should be a very interesting second half between these two teams. What adjustments do you think both teams made, if any, Evan?
Well, for the Orioles, you know, this is a challenge in the sense that this is the first time you got to win ugly, right? The first 2 weeks, the first one's exciting, crazy game in Petoskey. Second week in Shelby was kind of a breeze, right? And really no stress from start to finish. First time the Orioles kind of going on the road here, division game. You're not really playing the style you want, low scoring. We know the Orioles want to get out in space and score as much points as possible. They're going to try to do that, but sometimes you got to win ugly in this league. And this is kind of what the future of the West Michigan is. Moving forward, the Oak Ridges, the Montagues, the Whitehalls, you're not going to show up and drop 50 on them. You're going to have to learn to grind, play physical, play ugly. So I'm looking forward to see if we can do that in the second half.
Spot on, Evan. That's spot on with your assessment right there. And like you said, playing these West Michigan teams, you're going to have to win ugly at times, and it's power football. You're going up against a Whitehall or an Oak Ridge, you know. So you got a couple more scores?
Well, just one. Speaking of the powerhouses, Montague up 35-6 at half against Orchard View, so they're taking care of business themselves as they keep moving through this season. Thank you again to Coach Killips.
Yes, thank you, Coach Killips. Shout out to Gary Castoni, who's listening back home in Ludington and watching on the OSN. And we want to thank Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Smith & Eddy Insurance, covering all of the Lake Shore, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. And, of course, Urca's Auto Center, Mason County's only locally owned new car dealer, serving Mason County for the past 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, your one place to shop for all of your automotive needs. Ludington, again, up 7-0 here. We're about getting ready to start play here in the second half. And on a beautiful night for high school football, the sun has went down, which makes it much nicer. We don't have that glare right now.
Still feels like summer out, you know. I know we're moving through the fall, but gosh, 70s, 80 every day. It feels like summer still.
And it's funny because when we get to weeks like 7, 8, and 9, all of a sudden it's like, whoa, where did that weeks 1, 2, and 3? You know, it's the difference is just blows your mind.
People are going to have to listen complain about the cold the last couple weeks. They're not going to like that.
Yeah, more shout-outs. Luke Lucas, who's tuned in. Also Paulette Kluge, that's Gage Jones' grandma. Marcia Kelly, a big Oriole fan. Also Tracy Gossett and Jason Thorson. So all the local faithful tuned in tonight, watching the OSN, listening to 102.7 WMOM. And a shout out as well to a big Oriole fan, Dick Underwood. Dick Underwood tuned in as well. So Ludington up 7-0. And they're going to be kicking off to start play here in the second half.
1977 also. The graduating class of 1977, 45-year reunion.
Again, Fremont in their red jerseys, white pants. They got a white helmet with the red P. Ludington in those white jerseys, white tops, white pants. They've got the black helmet with the orange O. We don't get to see the debut of the black jerseys until week 5.
We still got a couple weeks to sit in the closet waiting to be used.
September 23rd, the Orioles home opener against the Montague Wildcats. Okay.
It's going to be a special night when we finally get home.
Yes. Kicking off for the Orioles, number 10, Miles Wilson. And back deep for Fremont will be number 2, Justin Durheimer, number 4, Hayden Threet.
Set the clock.
Oh, no, the clock was not reset.
All the fans were charged up. You can see the players tensing up out there. And they had to reset the clock for play here in the second half. Here we go. Ludington and Fremont, the second half about to begin. The Orioles up 7-0. Wilson will step into the kick. It's a high, short pooch kick, and it's fair caught right there. Fumbled! It's fumbled, and I believe Fremont recovers. Let's see here. There's a high sky kick, as Coach Charlie Guntel likes to call it. Ludington, no, it's going to be recovered by Fremont. So 1st and 10 for the Packers. Orioles almost caught a break right off the bat there, Evan.
You know, Fremont's been the team struggling with special teams tonight. It's kind of been a flip side of the script for us, but close call there, but hey, just got to go play D now. Let's go get the ball back.
1st and 10 for Fremont.
1st and 10.
Ball will be on their own 31-yard line. There we go. Fremont 1st and 10, ball on their own 31-yard line. Again, the Oriole defense, I'll set them here momentarily. It looks like all the starters have returned. Fremont's quarterback, number 14, Kyler DeKuyper. He's got number 2, Justin Durheimer, in the backfield with him. Long count. Now we're going to have a penalty. I believe it's going to be on Fremont. Fremont's offensive lineman, 58, Preston Hunt, 69, Gabe Van Vliet, 74, Kyle Nagel, 75, Chance Crawford, and 77, the big boy, Andrew Steiger. Their quarterback, number 14, Kyler DeKuyper. The running back, number 2, Justin Durheimer. The wide receivers, 4, Hayden Threet. Number 8, Carl Vleem. Number 11, Owen Hertel. The tight end, number 40, Michael Romero.
The second half has started off a lot like the first half. Kind of sloppy, some turnovers, some penalties, not a lot of rhythm. See if we get it going here.
Oriole defensive line, the nose tackle, number 28, Derek Dunsel. The tackle, number 50, Colby Nelson. The defensive ends are 30, Dom Wheaton, and number 60, Miguel Mendez. The linebackers, number 9, Levi Lehman, number 5, Trey Forfinski. All right, that's DeKuyper. He's being pursued. DeKuyper's being flushed out. Now he's going to be dropped right there. Trey Forfinski on the tackle. Forfinski had 4 teammates right there with him. Lehman, Dunsel, Miguel Mendez, and Dom Wheaton, all right there. They were in hot pursuit.
And you got to give a shout out once again to the secondary, right? We mentioned last time, right? Those long plays, it's hard to stay with receivers that long. Excellent job once again by guys like Cole, Gage, and Daniel.
Loss of 5 on the play. The secondary for the Orioles that Evan speaks of, number 1, Gage Jones is a free safety. Strong safeties, Aidan Gilchrist, 14, and 24, Daniel Ramirez. The cornerbacks are number 4, Cole Johnson, and number 11, Nathan Gilchrist. And here's a short gain. That is Durheimer on the carry. Was that Daniel Ramirez?
I think it was a Gilchrist in there, but I couldn't tell which one.
I thought it was 24, but you're right. It could have been 14.
I'll trust your eyes.
Yeah. The important thing was it was an Oriole on the tackle right there. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 50. No gain on that play. 10:43 to go in the third quarter. Ludington up 7-0. That's DeKuyper. They got the screen set up, and they're trying to break it out. He's still on his feet, and he's going to get back to the original line. Still going. Wow, this Durheimer is tough to bring down. A big gain right there. Still going to bring up a 4th down, and it's going to be 4th and about, what do you got, Evan, 5?
Hold on. Looks like about 4 here. Yep.
4th and 4, so pickup right there of 9 on the play on that screen pass. Fremont is set up to go for it right now. Let's see if they try to draw the Orioles off. It's a 4th and 4, ball on their own 38-yard line. And here's the snap, and he'll keep. The quarterback keeps, and he's going to be brought down short. For at least from our vantage point. We'll wait a moment, but from our vantage point, Evan.
Yeah, that's definitely short, I would say.
He looks like he's short from our vantage point. Let's see.
They might get a measurement.
No.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow, okay. Boy, I don't know. That's that's a tough spot, but hey, you got to move on from it.
First down for Fremont. Okay. And that was all set up by that big play there on that 3rd and long by Justin Durheimer. All right, 9:35 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ludington up 7-0. The Kuiper is their quarterback. Now he'll give the ball to Durheimer. Durheimer cuts it back in. And a fumble! There's a fumble! And I believe Fremont has recovered, though. Durheimer fumbled the ball there. Recovering the ball for the Packers was number 69, Gabe Van Vliet. So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 5 for the Packers. Ball on their own 47-yard line. The Kuiper will fake the handoff. He'll keep. He's looking for some room there. And 54, Keffer doing a good job bringing him down right there. Quarterback keeper there, a gain of 2 on the play by Kyler to Kuiper. Adam Keffer on the stop for the Orioles.
This drive is just what Fremont wants to do to get started here. The Orioles got to stand tall, right? It's this slow drive, grinding up the middle. Good challenge for the Oriole defensive line as we get this 3rd quarter moving.
Going to bring up 3rd and a long 3 or a short 4, however you want to look at it.
We're going to call it a short 4.
All right. 8:18 to go in the 3rd quarter. The Orioles up 7-0. The Kuiper. He'll give the ball now, and making the stop for the Orioles. Trey Forfinski was the first one there. Forfinski got a lot of help from his teammates, including Carter Nee.
Good to see Carter. We haven't called his name yet tonight. Good to see him. He can be a difference maker on the defensive line for sure.
And you know, if Fremont went for 4th down just a moment ago, they're going to go for it again right here. They have the ball on their own 47-yard line. 7:44 to go in the 3rd, and I was wrong on that, too. At least they're lining up for a punt. Ludington should watch out here for some chicanery.
Good word. Way to bring out that word. First time this year, I think, for that word.
All right, so it's 4th and 4. Let's see here. High snap, and he'll get the punt away. It's a low punt.
I wonder if Daniel got a hand on that.
Yeah, he looked like he did. Anyway, Ludington's going to have pretty good field position there. It's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. So the Oriole defense showing their resiliency there, Evan.
Yeah, you love to see it, right? Fremont's just trying to go slow. Orioles bend, do not break, get the ball back in decent field position. Now you can make a statement and go get some points, kind of open this up a little bit.
Fremont's got that big offensive line. They like to give the ball to Justin Durheimer. And he's an elusive running back. Tough to bring him down. All right, 1st and 10 for the Orioles. Their quarterback again, number 15, Chase Hackert. He's a senior. He was our Indian Summer player in the spotlight. Hackert now, he's going to roll right. Still rolling, still rolling. He'll get it away, and it's caught! What a catch! And going up and making that grab, one of the Gilchrist, I believe. Yes, it was. And that was Aidan Gilchrist. Boy, I knew he could sky. I didn't know he could sky that high, Evan.
We always talk about how good of athletes the Gilchrist twins are. Just in case you forgot, there's a perfect example. What a play. What a high point the football. And come down hard and hang on to it, too. That was a hard fall as well.
Looked like Lynn Swan going up for that ball right there, the former Steeler Hall of Famer.
You're aging yourself again.
1st and 10 for Ludington, ball on the Packer 48-yard line. Hackert's pitch and catch right there to Aidan Gilchrist. And now here's a handoff. Forfinski on the carry. Forfinski, good run right there. He's got the ball, gain of 8 at least, maybe 9. Let's give some credit to that big Oriole offensive line. The right tackle, Adam Keffer, 54. Right guard, 52, Charlie Gamble. The center, number 55, Michael Nichols. The left guard, number 53, Will Luce. And the left tackle, number 62, Corbin Wagonmaker.
Keffer is having probably his best game of the year so far on both sides of the ball, leading the way. Push up front, he's got, I think, up to 4 tackles now defensively as well.
Will Luce and his family were on the Badger last week, actually a day after the game. Here's a run by Forfinski. He's got a 1st down and then some. Trey Forfinski down inside the 35 to about the 33. And again, hard running by Forfinski and some good blocking by the Oriole offensive line. As I was mentioning, Will Luce on the Badger here the day after his game, and I was entertaining that day, and I said, going to go out on a limb here, folks. Anybody in the main lounge who is a starting offensive guard, left guard for the Ludington Orioles gets a free bag of Badger popcorn.
I'm sure he ate that up.
He loved it.
Literally and figuratively.
And I said, big ship, more fun.
Of course you did.
Okay. 1st and 10 for the Orioles, 5:52 to go in the third quarter. They're up 7-0. Hackert will keep. Hackert really doing a good job. Good ball security right there, keeping both hands on the football.
Well, you need to, and Big 77's coming up behind you because you know what he's coming from.
Well, you got those big old Fremont players out there. They're ripping, trying to rip that ball loose right there. Hackert gets the ball down to the Fremont 30-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7. 5:26 to go in the third quarter. The Orioles up 7-0 over the Packers. Hackert will give now for Forfinski. He's down, got another. Should have an Oriole first down right there. Hard running by the Oriole tailback, Trey Forfinski. It is an Oriole first down. You love the way he runs downhill.
Yeah, Trey's getting a really good rhythm here this drive. Put points on the board, make this a 2-score game. Make Fremont once again be uncomfortable because they don't want to get in a shootout with you.
Well, Evan, he was running there behind his right guard, Charlie Guntel, and his right tackle, Adam Keffer. Keffer, the only senior on the offensive line for the Orioles. The rest are juniors. You like seeing that. 1st and 10 for the Orioles. Ball on the Fremont. What do you got? 21-yard line. Here's a run by quarterback Chase Hackert, and he's got positive yardage right there. He's down inside the 15 to about the 13. Let's see where they mark him there. So the Orioles have the ball down inside the 15 to about almost the 13-yard line there. Quarterback Chase Hackert on the run. Romero on the stop for Fremont. Second down and 2. Ball on the Fremont 13-yard line. Hackert, long count. Now he'll give Forfinski. Forfinski charging, keeps the legs churning. He gets a big push from his offensive line, and he's got another Oriole first down.
This is where Trey can be such a difference maker. You can just keep it simple, give him the ball, and say, hey, Trey, we need points. We need to get this game back on track. Go do it for us.
Well, I tell you there, Evan, Fremont came out, their first drive of this second half, it came out with a good-looking drive, and they converted on a 4th down. Ludington has answered the bell right here, and they're going to their bell cow, and that's Trey Forfinski. Now, empty backfield, just quarterback Chase Hackert back there. Hackert, and he'll have in motion. He fakes it. Now he's going to roll left, and his pass is complete. And short gain there to Levi Lehman, number 9. Good job by Fremont. They had that well covered.
Good job by Chase, too, not panicking, right? There was a couple guys right in his face, coming early. Had to wait for Levi to come across the field. Didn't panic, made a good throw, picked up some positive yardage.
The Orioles have the ball down now inside the 8 to about the 7-yard line. 3:02 to go in the third quarter. Hackert will keep. Not much there. In fact, might have been a loss on the play. Loss of 1 on the play. That was Connor Pettis on the tackle for Fremont. That'll bring up a big 3rd down. 3rd and 5 for the Orioles. 2:32 to go in this third quarter.
Really would hate to settle for a field goal attempt after how hard you worked to get down to this spot for the Orioles.
Hackert surveying the Fremont defense. He'll get motion.
He'll keep. Trey.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was Trey Forfinski, and Fremont was ready for that. Not much on the play right there. And here comes the field goal unit. Number 10, Miles Wilson will be the kicker. Number 6, Johnny Weinert is the holder. And the long snapper, number 64, Big Country, Matthew Westhouse. Again, Evan, I'd venture to say he'll be the tallest long snapper in the West Michigan Conference by far.
Maybe in the state of Michigan.
Yeah, at 6'9". Here we go. Orioles attempting a field goal right now. Here's a snap. It's a low snap, And Weinert running. He'll get it away, and it's going to be incomplete. And the old Ludington thwarted there on the field goal attempt again. We've had problems first 2 weeks with that. It was a low snap right there, and Ludington comes away with nothing.
That one stings for sure. The work that Harley talked about, that long drive, really, where you controlled the game and come away with nothing. It's going to take some mental toughness to kind of get this back on track.
Weinert got rid of that ball there, but there was no Oriole within probably 20 yards or so. All right, so Fremont takes over 1st and 10, and the ball is on their own 4-yard line. 1st and 10 for Fremont. Ball on their own 4. 1:39 to go in the third quarter. 102.7 WMOM and the Oriole Sports Network bringing you this game. Will be at Muskegon Oak Ridge next Friday. The Orioles and the Eagles. Right now, though, the Orioles digging in against the Fremont Packers. Here's a handoff. Durheimer breaks the tackle. He's got some running room. Still on his feet. Big gain there. Justin Durheimer with a huge gain right there. You talk about getting your team out of the danger zone. He did it right there. Ball all the way out to the 27-yard line of Fremont.
Fremont's got a lot of momentum right here. Orioles got to dig deep to try to get that back.
So 1st and 10 for Fremont. Ball on their own 27-yard line. 1:19 to go in the third quarter.
Fremont faithful getting in the game a little bit here, too.
Yeah,
you can feel it in the crowd.
D. Kuiper fakes the pass. He'll get it away. It's caught. And that's a first down for Fremont. Ball out over the 40 to about the 42-yard line. Pass caught by Carl Vleem. Gage Jones on the tackle for the Orioles. Here's where you need one of the Oriole defenders to step up and make a big play.
You need a big-time player to make a big-time play.
1st and 10, Fremont. Ball on their own 41-yard line. This drive started on their own 4-yard line. After a big stop of the Orioles when the Orioles had the ball down inside the Packer 5-yard line. All right, on the carry now and getting behind his big offensive line there. Good job by the Orioles. Carrying the ball, number 2, Justin Durheimer. We figured he'd get the ball at least 30 times tonight.
Yeah, he might get even 40 at this rate. That might be it.
There was 3 or 4 Orioles there on the stop. Looks like Lehman was in there.
Ramirez was in there,
also,
too.
Also, Daniel Ramirez. And the clock now shows 13 seconds left in this third quarter. Very fast-moving third quarter. And that will be the last play of this third quarter. Your score from Fremont, the Ludington Orioles 7, the Fremont Packers nothing. Back in 60 seconds here on 102.7 WMOM and the Oriole Sports Network.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of premium bulk ice cream for scoop shops and restaurants around the United States. For the 220 dedicated workers, employment at House of Flavors Manufacturing is worthwhile work as it brings fun and joy into people's daily lives and important celebrations. The business is always striving to make people smile while enjoying its delicious ice cream. House of Flavors Manufacturing is pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. Yummy House of Flavors ice cream, sold around the world, is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. You can learn more about House of Flavors Manufacturing at www.houseofflavors.com.
Welcome back to Fremont. Scoop Hansen, Evan Cruzy, Braden Kronline, and Julia Havman, the OSN and 102.7 WMOM. First play of the fourth quarter. It's a quarterback keeper there by Kyler DeKuyper, and he'll get about 3. Let's see where they mark him. We'll give him. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. Big defensive play here for the Ludington Orioles. Fremont has the ball at their own 44-yard line. 3rd and 8, ball on the 44. 11:21 to go in this ball game. The Orioles clinging to that 7-0 lead. Both teams 2-0. It's their first game in the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division. All right, here's a handoff, and on the carry for the Packers, and he'll get a few. That was Durheimer, I believe. He's got the ball down, or at the, right about the Packer 47-yard line. 4th and 4 coming up here for the Fremont
Goes without
Packers.
saying, but a huge fourth down here. Going to be a huge momentum swing one way or the other for either team.
Shout out to former Ludington Oriole running back Anthony Tenney, who's tuned in tonight. Also former Ludington Oriole all-conference player Bill Van Horn. He was quite an athlete with the Orioles. 10:35 to go. Fremont facing a 4th and 4, ball on their own 47, and they're lined up to go for it. Ludington defense. It looks like there might have been a.
That was definitely a false start.
They got him hemmed in though. Oh, he's going to get it. He breaks the tackle, and Levi Lehman brings him down, saves a touchdown. It did look, Levin, like it might have been a false start right there, but
that's a missed call. I mean, you don't want to point fingers, but clearly a false start in the right tackle there. That play should have never happened.
And then they had Durheimer. They would have stopped him, but just could not bring him down. A very elusive running back, Justin Durheimer.
Boy, that's frustrating for the Orioles. That's just bad.
1st and 10 for Fremont. Ball is on the Oriole 27-yard line. Big pickup for the Packer running back.
We've said it all night. Bend, don't break. Another chance for the Orioles defense here to show up, make a play.
10:03 to go in the game. Ludington up 7-0. DeKuyper is their quarterback, and now a handoff on the carry, number 18, Asa Barnhart. Barnhart, not called his name that often tonight. And Durheimer out for one play. Now he's back in. Again, he rushed for over 1,000 last year. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 for Fremont. Shout out to Chris Marks, who's a big Oriole fan. Also to Rochelle and Ella Higgins. They're always tuned in to the Orioles on the OSN. And as well to Kate Mayfield. All right, 2nd down for Fremont. 9:20 to go in the game. Durheimer on the carry, trying to get to the outside. Flag down. And Durheimer knocked out inside the 5, but there's a penalty marker down.
I think that one's going to be coming back.
Good gain there by Durheimer. Got down inside the 5, but holding on the Fremont Packers. Also, shout-outs to Jamie Sycon, Barbara and Poor Man Wilson, and Georgia Makowicki. Thank you, Oriole fans, for tuning into the OSN and 102.7 WMOM. So the penalty will bring the ball back. Fremont has it now at the Oriole 34-yard line.
I got a 2nd and 22 here.
Okay, so 2nd and... Evans got 2nd and 22.
Oh.
The scoreboard has 2nd and 18.
2nd and long. We'll go 2nd and long either way.
Okay, 2nd and long. That's a safe bet. Okay, 8:45 to go in the game. Fremont quarterback Kyler DeKuyper. He is a junior, and he'll fake the handoff to Durheimer. Knee just missed him, and it looked like Levi Lehman came in there leading the charge, along with Colby Nelson and Derek Dunsel. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and long for Fremont. 8:17 to go in this game.
Really important for the Oriole defense here to keep the play in front of them, right? 3rd and long. Just don't get beat over the top. Get in front of you. Make the tackle. Gang tackle like we talked about earlier in the game. Swarm to the ball. Everything's going to be all right if you do that.
Kyler DeKuyper, number 14, in the backfield. He's the quarterback along with number 2, Justin Durheimer. Oriole defense digging in. Durheimer trying to get around the edge right there. He was going to cut it back. The Orioles had him hemmed in. Now he breaks it. Durheimer still on his feet. He bobbled it. Now he recovers it. And boy, you talk about a running back that is tough to bring down.
One guy can't bring him down. That was the problem with that play. Kept bouncing off one guy after another. Like we mentioned, got to be multiple guys on a play like that. Going to be a 4th and short here.
Gilchrist on the stop for the Orioles. They had him back, and he just refuses to go down. He's like a whirling dervish out there. 7:12 to go in the game. The Orioles up 7-0. Fremont facing a 4th and short. 4th and short. You got him 4th and 2, Evan?
I got him 4th and 2. Scoreboard's got a 4th and 1, so somewhere in there.
We'll have to find the happy medium.
Yeah, we'll call it 1.5.
Clock continues to run down. I wouldn't be surprised to see a timeout called here. They have timeout Fremont. And we'd like to thank House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. They have been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. Pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. That's House of Flavors Manufacturing. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. Evan, you got a score update?
Yeah, once again, thanks to Rob Kills. Whitehall taking care of business against Alpena, 44-0. Last score 8 we had. That is a Division II school, I believe, so they're doing against the big boys as well, not just schools. Their size are even smaller. So Whitehall taking care of business. Also, shout out to the Lambs, Janice and Fritz. They're listening on the road home. Janice, I call her mom number 2, so drive safe on your way home.
And a shout out to Benedict's Auto Center, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 40s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise extra caution on the road. You can give Mike Benedict a call, 231-613-4111. That's Benedict's Auto Center, located at 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. Also, Crown and Cork, open Tuesday through Thursday, 4:30 to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturdays, 4:30 to 10 p.m. Everything made with fresh and when possible with locally sourced ingredients. That's Crown and Cork, 502 West Loomis, across from the Ludington Marina. Check out our Facebook page for our specials. Here we go. 4th and short for the Fremont Packers.
If I had to guess, number 2 is getting the ball. He's going to fall number 77. That's just a guess.
I would say that's a safe bet right there. Durheimer wears number 2. De Kuiper's the quarterback, number 14. Here's the snap. They'll give it to Durheimer, and he's broke a tackle. He's got the first down. He's got the ball down inside the Oriole 15-yard line to about the 13. So 1st and 10 for Fremont. He's not only tough and hard to bring down, he's quick.
They did just exactly what we called, though, right? Give it to your best player, follow your best lineman. It's not complicated when you got guys like that up front.
They got some big hosses on that offensive line. I believe that was Aidan Gilchrist on the stop.
I had
there.
Aidan on the tackle.
All right, so 6:35 to go in the game. Durheimer on the carry. He's going to be wrapped up there. And looked like Trey Forfinski also there, and hurting down, not getting up yet. Oh, got to get the number for you on that.
Is that Colby?
Looks like one of the Oriole defensive linemen right there. We'd like to thank some more of our great sponsors. Indian Summer, they are proud to be a sponsor of the Oriole Sports Network and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for this season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles.
That is Colby Nelson down.
It is Colby Nelson.
Being attended to currently by Miss Jen.
Number 50, yeah, Miss Jen Marazzi, LHS athletic trainer, is out there attending to Colby Nelson right now. Ludington Paint and Glass. They have been mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street, downtown Ludington. When you think paint, think Ludington Paint, the local source for all of your painting projects. Give owner Matt Ewing a call, 231-843-8250. You can also look up Ludington Paint and Glass at www.ludingtonpaint.com. And a shout out as well to Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street, downtown Scottville. Family owned and operated since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist 231-757-3368. Shout out to my brother-in-law, Lamonte Harris, and my sister, Shay Harris. They have moved. They are now living in Nunica, so they are much closer to home. And Lamonte really enjoys checking out the Oriole Sports Network, whether it's Oriole football or Oriole girls or boys basketball. Still, Miss Jen is out there still attending to Colby Nelson, and that gives us a chance to send a shout out
up there.
Yeah, shout out to McGee Insurance Group, your number one Oriole fans, Auto Owners Insurance Group, a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Visit the McGee Insurance Group in Ludington today or at www.mcgeeins.com. McGee Insurance Group, proud to support Ludington area school sports. Okay, here we go. Fremont facing a 2nd down and 9. Ball on the Oriole 12-yard line.
This drive is like it's been going on for 20 minutes at this point.
Seems like a drive that's lasted forever. Ludington up 7-0. Fremont driving, though. To Kuiper. Long count. Gives it to Durheimer. And Ludington's defense closing quickly there.
Keffer was the first one in there. Great push by Kef. There's
Adam Keffer. You had it hit it right on the nail there, Evan. Adam Keffer leading the charge for the Orioles. That's going to bring up a 3rd down for the Packers. 3rd and you got 7?
I got about 7.
3rd and 7 ball is marked
Maybe
on
not.
the
I might be off by a couple yards.
Oriole. Yeah, that's actually it's going to be 3rd and 8, I believe. Ball on the 11. Oriole defense digging in, and they're give it to Kuiper. He's around the corner. Oh, there's a flag down. And was that Cole Johnson coming in and making the tackle?
That was Levi, I believe.
Levi Lehman and Cole Johnson was over there too. Lehman really closed quickly right there. We have a penalty marker down. Penalty marker down, and we're seeing here the refs are having a confab right now. The officials, I should say. 5:26 to go in the game. Penalty on Fremont.
I'm not sure what that was. Wasn't a hold.
It could have been an illegal shift.
Yep. Yes. All right, we'll call that.
Illegal shift. 5:26 to go. Ludington holding on to that tenuous 7-0 lead.
Does that negate the play then?
It seems awfully minuscule. Yeah, that's gonna bring up a 3rd. And what do you got here? 3rd and
I'm not really sure because the ref really didn't
see.
give me a signal.
I think it's 3rd and 8 now. And there goes Durheimer again, and he's down, and foot touched right there, so he'll be down, and that's going to bring up a 4th down, and it probably be 4th and 11 or 10. Durheimer.
I got 10. Scoop.
He was trying to cut it back right there and just lost his footing out there. His knee touched. So we have a 4th down and long for the Fremont Packers.
This could be the ball game right here. I mean, how slow this game's been moving at this point.
5 minutes to go. Fremont, Durheimer. They're going to pass it. It's deflected. Give it up. Trey Forfinski deflected that pass. Number 5. Fremont had a guy breaking right there. If Forfinski doesn't deflect that pass right there, we could be facing a 7-6 game here with Fremont going for the extra point for a tie.
We've said it all night. Bend, do not break. Fremont's had a lot of chances, but the Oriole D has stood up to it. Another huge play by one of your star players, Trey Forfinski, getting that hand up there, breaking it up. Now it's time to put together a nice slow drive on the ground, run out the clock. Let's try to win a ball game here.
Trey Forfinski on that pass deflection right there. Ludington has the ball. 1st and 10. They have the ball on their own 15-yard line. There's 4:52 to go in the game. I believe Fremont I know has at least 2 timeouts. I believe 2 timeouts left.
Ludington has all 3 remaining.
Ludington has all 3. So here's a pitch. And on the carry, Forfinski trying to get to the outside. Nice gain there by Forfinski before he's knocked out of bounds right there. And on the tackle for the Packers, number 69, Gabe Van Vliet. A late penalty marker down. Boy, that came in super late. There's a late, that's one of the latest penalties I've seen this season, in a long time.
Might have got a little chippy there after Trey went out of bounds.
Yeah. Nice pickup there by the Orioles tailback, Trey Forfinski. On that 1st down play from the Orioles' own 15-yard line.
Sideline
warning. So a sideline warning against Fremont. So the Orioles have a first down. They have the ball out to their own 29-yard line. That gives them a little breathing room, Evan. They still need to consume this ball and take some time off the clock.
I think the Packers fans want to hold it. I'm going to be honest. I think that evened out if the missed call last time.
Hackert on the run. And he's got a nice pickup right there. A gain of about 8 on the play.
Got an injured Packer down, too, it looks like.
And that was the Packer on the tackle right there, too. And I believe that was number 30 for Fremont, Connor Pettis. Pettis comes to the Fremont bench. Pickup of 8 on the play. So second down and 2 for the Orioles. 4:13 to go in the game. Ludington up 7-0. Hackert surveying the Fremont defense.
Don't look for the Orioles being a rush here on this drive. They're going to take their time, be slow and methodical.
Try to chew as much time off that clock as they can. Hackert now gets down to 5. He'll give the ball. And on the carry, Joe Benz. Benz bounces off. One Packer right there, and they're in there trying to scrape to get that ball away.
Fremont thinks it's a fumble. I think the ref's calling forward progress there and play dead.
And that's really going to put the Packer fans in a foul mood right there.
They've had enough of this screw, apparently.
Yeah.
Fremont head coach is hot on the sideline.
Ben's on the carry right there, and it's going to be no gain. It's going to bring up a 3rd and
1 or 2 short.
Yeah, 3rd and short for the Orioles here. 3:12 to go in this game. Hackert. He'll give to Ford. He'll keep. Hackert keeps. He's got the first down.
Got a flag,
though. And we got a flag down, though. We have a flag
looks
down.
like it's going to be a hold on the Orioles here.
Hackert gets the first, but there's a penalty marker down. Holding on the Orioles. Okay, so we have 3 minutes to go in the game. Ludington up 7-0. Like you said, Evan, at halftime, if you're a fan of defense, you're loving this game.
This is your kind of game, I'll tell you what.
So that's going to push the Orioles back to their own 30-yard line. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. 3 minutes to go, or 2:56. The clock is running. Hackert has Forfinski lined up at the slot along with Lehman. He's going to let this clock go down. It's down to 2:41 right now. Hackert back to pass. Pass is complete, and it's an Oriole first down. A huge first down there. A pitch and catch from quarterback Chase Hackert to Levi Lehman.
What a gutsy play call there. You could just be safe and run the ball, try to kill clock. Nope, you're going to trust your quarterback to make a play, and he just did just that.
Evan, they don't come any more clutch than that. Quarterback Chase Hackert to his fullback, Levi Lehman. Levi makes a nice catch on the play. And you know those 3 guys there, Lehman, Forfinski, and Hackert. They're 3 really, really good friends. I remember a few years back, all 3 of them. I'll tell the story at a different time. But anyway, 2:17 to go in the game. The Orioles up 7-0. They have a 1st and 10. Ball on their own 43-yard line.
This is where you love to see Trey just take the game right now. 2 minutes, go kill the clock.
Here's the snap. There's the pitch. Forfinski on the pitch right there. Forfinski, he's at 50. He's across midfield right there at a gain of about 8, maybe 9 on the play. Trey Forfinski, a nice run.
Just like that. Take it over, Trey. Go do what you do best.
He was going behind his right guard, Charlie Guntel, and his right tackle, Adam Keffer there. He got outside and makes a nice pickup. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 1 for the Orioles. 1:36 to go in this game. The first West Michigan Conference Lakes Division game for both of these teams. Both teams came into tonight's game with 2-0 records. Been a heck of a ball game.
It's been a physical game. This is what we think the West Michigan's going to look like, so buckle up, people. It's going to be the new norm.
2nd and 1. Hackert. Clock is down to 1:16. Strap yourself in, Oriole fans, with your seatbelts.
Surprised it took Fremont that long to use the timeout. I mean, they're just killing clock.
So timeout. Oh, the Orioles.
Oh, okay.
Orioles take a timeout.
Coach Guntel must have saw something he didn't like.
Yeah, 1:11 to go in the game. The Orioles facing a 2nd down and 1. Ball is on the Fremont 48-yard line. And let's give some love to some more of our sponsors. beginning with Pure Marquette Builders, our exclusive starting lineup sponsor. Located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington, PM Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. Looking to build? Give Scott Latimer a call to set up an appointment, 231-398-7463. Also, Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor, where your success is our success. We belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington or give them a call, 843-2323. Safe Harbor Credit Union and Smith & Eddy Insurance, covering all of the Lakeshore, a caring business, foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Make sure you tune in, folks. I'll be talking to Oriole head coach Charlie Guntel at the conclusion of tonight's game. Here we go, Evan. Orioles facing a 2nd down and 1. The clock has resumed. 1:09 to go. Actually, it shouldn't have started until the play started.
Shouldn't have started that at all.
Say, there's a pitch. And on the carry for Forfinski, forward for an Oriole first down. Boy, that was just power right there. Trey Forfinski on the pitch. And
that might about do it.
Yeah, 3 or 4 Fremont defenders right there. And Trey really showing his power there, to the fact that himself, you heard Charlie Guntel, Coach Charlie Guntel say, Forfinski, Hackert, and also Gage Jones, amongst other Orioles, spent a lot of time in that weight room this offseason.
Yeah, that's how you win these kind of games, right? When you're tired, it's been a slugfest. It's the strongest guy's going to win. That time means something. Shout out to Coach Kirby, too, for running that all year long. He does an excellent job. He's the best in the business. This is why you do those things.
Boy, you hit the nail on the head again there, Evan, talking about Coach Kirby, the best in the business when it comes to that. Yeah, he takes a lot of pride in that weight room, and a lot of pride in the Orioles that spend a lot of time in that weight room.
Absolutely. And Scoop, I want to go back to that timeout by Coach Gunzel, actually. That is an excellent timeout, because that play is kind of the ballgame right there. 2nd and short, if you get it, Fremont with 2 timeouts, you really can't stop the clock. Make sure your guys know what they're doing. They're lined up, and everyone's on the same page. Great coaching by Coach Gunzel there.
Next Friday, we'll be at Muskegon Oak Ridge. The Orioles and the Eagles, 6:45 with the House of Flavors Manufacturing pregame show, 7 o'clock with the kickoff. So we have 1:02 left in the game. Ludington up 7-0. That huge run right there by tailback Trey Forfinski getting the Oriole first down. Ludington now with the ball, 1st and 10.
Looks like we're in victory formation here.
At Fremont's 45-yard line, and you're right, victory formation is Hackert just takes a knee right there, and Fremont will take their last timeout, I believe. We want to thank Urca Auto Center, another of our fabulous sponsors. Urca's is Mason County's only locally owned new car dealer, serving Mason County for the past 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, your one place to shop for all of your automotive needs. A big shout out to my folks, Jim and Kathy Hansen, listening back in Ludington. I know they've really enjoyed listening and watching this one on the Oriole Sports Network. Who hasn't? I'm sure all the Oriole fans. I'll tell you what, it's gotten tense tonight.
Yes, it has.
It's gotten tense, and I mean, Fremont had the ball breathing down the Orioles' neck right there inside the Oriole 10-yard line, but you just got to give him a ton of credit. I know Coach Charlie Guntel is going to be gushing about his defense when he comes up here.
Absolutely, Scoop.
This Fremont team, I'll tell you what, they have vastly improved.
Much improved from when we were here last year. This is definitely a different team. They're on the right track.
This is a good Fremont football team, yes. All right, a 2nd down and 11 for the Orioles, 58 seconds to go in the game. Orioles in victory formation. It looks like they've got, is that Gage they got back deep, or one of the Gilchrist?
Looks like a Gilchrist.
They got him back in a safety position right there. Here's a knee taken by Hackert.
They might have to do it just one more time.
The clock is down to 47 seconds to go. Again, the Orioles, the only touchdown of this game, a 13-yard run by slot back Aidan Gilchrist that occurred at the 7:38 mark of the first quarter. And the extra point up and good by Oriole kicker Miles Wilson. 30 seconds to go. Ludington up 7-0. Orioles in victory formation. Hackert will take the knee, and that's going to do it right there. The Ludington Orioles win their first ever West Michigan Conference Lakes Division game. You talk about a hard-fought football game.
Old school slugfest right there.
Yeah. Ludington defeats the Fremont Packers by the score of 7-0. And the Ludington Orioles, don't look now, O's fans. The Orioles are 3-0, 1-0 in the West Michigan Conference. they've got a real challenge on their hands next week.
Yes, sir. Next week it gets real.
When they travel to Muskegon Oak Ridge to take on the Eagles. But let's, I'm sure Coach Charlie Guntel and his boys and his coaching staff are going to savor this one for a while, Evan.
Absolutely. When you win hard-fought games like this, you got to take time to enjoy the positives here. Because, these are games last year we don't win, right? These kind of tough physical, who's the last man standing. This team is different, right? Now we embrace those kind of competitions. It's great to see.
And the game opening week against Petoskey. It was so good to see an Oriole team win a game like that instead of being so close. And then just come out on the other side of that game. So Ludington now 3-0 on the season. They play Muskegon Oak Ridge next week at Oak Ridge, our 4th straight road game before we come home on September 23rd to take on Montague in our home opener.
As much as I love the car rides with you, Scuba, it's going to be good to be home.
Yeah, I agree with you. I wholeheartedly agree with you. We want to thank, again, Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive post-game sponsor, covering all of the Lakeshore, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Coach Charlie Guntel will be coming up momentarily. Evan's going to have the stats here. Also want to remind the Oriole fans, make sure you check out the Oriole Sports Network page. We'll have the individual stats, the team stats up there, the scoring by quarter, also the scoring summary.
That's going to be a quick one tonight.
Yeah, and area scores of interest. Did I already say that? Area scores of interest as well. Those will all be up there when we get back to Ludington tonight. Yeah, like you said, it'll be a quick one tonight because it's an early morning and off to Detroit tomorrow to meet one of my favorite Detroit Tigers of all time, Sweet Lou Whitaker. Evan, got the stats?
Yes, sir. So, total offense, Ludington outgained Fremont 202 to 160. For Ludington, there's 66 of those coming through the air, 136 coming on the ground. Going down to the individual stats here. Chase Hackert, not a big night through the air, 6 for 14, 66 yards, but still managed the offense very well, especially in that second half, kind of slowed things down. Trey Forfinski leading the way on the ground, 13 carries for 79 yards. It's just a 6.1 yard average. Chase Hackert's going to include 56 yards on the ground as well. Aidan Gilchrist with the one score of the night, that 13-yard touchdown. Receiving, not a lot of big passes, but there was one big one by Levi Lehman there. And that third down, once again, that play call just gutsy, and we love to see it, given trust in those guys. Levi with 33 yards through the air. Defensively, big night for Trey Forfinski. 8 tackles on the night. Gage Jones 6, Daniel 5, Levi 4, Adam Keffer 3.5. Kind of the big superstars taking over on defense, and that's how you win these kind of games. Your big guys step up.
Boy, Forfinski's had some big games here at Fremont. I remember last year's game when he was Oriole quarterback. They won 20-6. And his stomach wasn't feeling too good after that game. You probably remember.
Oh, I forgot. That's how you reminded me.
Out there on the 50-yard line.
Yeah, I didn't need that visual again. Oh, my Lord.
We want to thank, again, tonight's game, folks, is brought to you by the House of Flavors Manufacturing, Smith & Eddy Insurance, PM Builders, Safe Harbor Credit Union, Indian Summer, Benedict's Auto Body, Lundquist Furniture, Crown and Cork Restaurant, Ludington Paint and Glass, McGee's Insurance, and Urca Auto Center. Thank you for your sponsorship of the Orioles, and as always, go O's. And again, our sponsors, we can't say enough about them, Evan.
Yes, absolutely.
Them.
Thank you. That's why we're here.
Exactly. What a ball game tonight. Ludington moving to 3-0. Victories now against Petoskey, 37-31 in overtime. Shelby, 55-7. And tonight they get their first West Michigan Conference Lakes Division win. A tough 7-0 victory over a very game and good and a big Fremont Packers
huge team. And, once again, it's good when it's a team you don't really match up against, right? Because they're completely different from us, and we can still win that game. So, and I think we mentioned this during halftime. These are the kind of games for really the rest of this league, I think, is going to be physical, tough. It's not always going to be pretty. Don't expect to score 40 or 59. If you do, great, obviously, but be prepared to win this way as well.
Well, next week, again, we mentioned it a few times, we're at Muskegon Oak Ridge to take on the Eagles. Then the Orioles come home for their first home game of the season on Friday, September 23rd against the Montague Wildcats. Friday, September 30th, the homecoming, the Orioles taking on their ancient arch rival, the Manistee Chippewas. I believe the 144th meeting, one of the longest rivalries in the state of Michigan.
And that's homecoming this year as well.
That's homecoming, exactly. Friday, October 7th, the Orioles back on the road. It'll be their last road game of the year at the Whitehall Vikings. And Friday, October 14th, home against Muskegon Orchard View. And Friday, October 21st, the Orioles close out at home against county rival Mason County Central. But right now, we got a very happy Coach Charlie Guntel up here. Coach, that was like pulling teeth tonight. You had a 13-yard run in the first quarter from Aidan Gilchrist for a touchdown. Your team moved the ball pretty good most of the night. Fremont moved the ball pretty good.
Right.
I'll tell you what, that Durheimer, one heck of a running back, but you got to give a lot of credit to your defense. They faced adversity tonight, and they overcame it.
Yeah, they just all they asked for is ground to stand on, and as long as they had ground to stand on, I thought they did a tremendous job. I mean, guys were flying to the football. That kid's a stud. He is tough to bring down, and he did not wear down one bit. So he was a handful all night, but just an opportunistic defense, flying through, making plays, making huge stops, and just couldn't be more proud of our kids. You know, this is the second time now where our defense has been put in a bad spot by us offensively, and they've responded to it.
I mean, you go right down your whole defense right there, but the play of your linebackers, I thought Trey Forfinski had just an awesome game tonight.
Yeah, he's built for this stuff. You know, when it's crunch time, you know, you don't call plays, you call players, and we did that on both sides. And so when it's getting tough sledding, you know, we're going to find a way to have 5 with the ball in his hands, and he always delivers. He just does. That's the type of kid he is. It's the way he competes. But I'm proud of us. You know, offensively, like you said, we did a lot of really good things. We just couldn't finish.
Yeah.
You know, we get down into 5, and we know they're bringing the house, and we have just some ball handling issues, but we will get those cleaned up. And Fremont is incredibly improved from where they were. Coach Jared is doing an unbelievable job down here, and their defensive coordinator had a great plan for us, taking away what we like to do and making us do something a little bit different.
And you said that earlier when we talked. You said, Scoop, that Fremont team, they were vast improved. Coach Jared Hudson, and it really shown out here tonight, this game between your Orioles and the Packers. And as I was mentioning there on Trey Forfinski, both sides of the ball with him tonight, offense and defense. He had some key carries on some big plays. What a catch there by Levi Lehman, and another key third down play right there. And it could go right, again, go right down the line. The play of your offensive line tonight, how do you grade them?
Well, when we needed them, we got it. You know, I mean, they're Fremont's big physical kids, and they were just sending, they're sending 7. We only got 5. So, somebody's going to come free, and we were trying to count for them with the quarterback. And I thought they did enough tonight against one of the better defenses that we've played, including Petoskey. I mean, Petoskey didn't put the kind of pressure on us that Fremont did tonight. So I thought they did enough to hold their own. And again, big plays. You talk about, 3rd and 8, and we, everyone's coming. So it's like, we're not going to run the ball into this. We're going to beat our head against this.
Mm-hmm.
So, Levi, Chase hooking up with Levi over the middle was huge. And those kids just make plays. And when you have a team that's winning games, you make those plays. If you don't make those plays, you're not winning games.
Andrew Steiger, their big offensive tackle.
Yeah, he's a handful.
Boy, he is a monster.
He's only got one hand, too. He's clubbed up, and, he's grabbing us and throwing us around. So he's a good football player.
So a great win tonight over a very good, like I said, vastly improved Fremont Packer team.
Night and day.
Yeah, and they are now 2-1. Your Orioles 3-0, 1-0. Coach, your first game in the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division.
Yeah, and I tell you, it's going to get tough. It's going to get tougher, all right? But, this is what we want. When we talked in all those previews about the West Michigan is going to be good football every night. You're going to face somebody good every night. And Fremont's right there. Fremont's going to win a lot of football games this year. Now we go on the road again next week down to Oak Ridge. So, you just gotta correct your mistakes that you made. You gotta get better at what you do, because the level of play now just continually goes up. We're not gonna play anybody that's not a good football team. So we've got to continue to get better at what we do.
Well, enjoy this one, Coach. Your coaching staff and your players.
I will.
And now before you get back down to work against Muskegon Oak Ridge, at Oak Ridge next week before your home opener. Finally,
we don't have any home games this year. It's all road games.
September 23rd is the home opener against the Montague Wildcats. But now the focus after enjoying this for 24 hours.
Yeah, we'll enjoy it tonight, and we'll enjoy ourselves. And then tomorrow you go through, and we have film in the morning, and then you start breaking down Oak Ridge. You might be scared what you see, but you gotta get to work on it and come up with a plan. And I just love our kids. I think our kids are going to go down there, work their tails off, and compete and have as much fun as we can doing it. And I'm excited. I'm excited to go down there and play, and I'm excited to be with these kids. Shoot, how many 7-0 games has Ludington ever won?
Not
many.
Not many.
I know you're a historian. You probably would know. So we haven't won a lot of 7-0 games.
I'll look that up, Coach, dating back to 1950. I'll have an answer for you next week. Enjoy this one. Congratulations, Coach Charlie Guntel. His Orioles moved to 3-0 on the season, 1-0 in the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division. A very hard-fought 7-0 victory tonight here at Fremont against the Packers. Last thoughts, Evan?
Boy, 3-0 feels good, doesn't it? I mean, if you looked at the schedule to start the year, this is exactly what we had to do, right? We have some really good teams, some medium teams, and teams we think we can win. We took care of business the first 3 weeks, and now, like Coach Guntel said, it's going to get real. But, hey, Good momentum going into it. Orioles going to be up for the challenge. Awesome start of the season.
All right, and with that said, for our executive producer, executive director, the one and only Thad Shank, also the WMOM owner, Chris Nicholas, our technical engineer, Braden Kronline, our camera woman, Julia Havman, and my sidekick tonight doing the color commentary and doing a great job with it, Evan Cruzy. This is the voice of the Orioles, Scoop Hansen, saying so long from Fremont High School. Again, your final score, the Ludington Orioles 7, the Fremont Packers nothing. Have a great weekend, O's fans, and we'll talk to you next Friday from Muskegon Oak Ridge.
This has been a special presentation of high school sports.